alive on the internet. The music, it's so loud. It's less loud now. We're sitting here talking about crazy DNA test stories, 23andMe, discovering you might have been switched at birth because you're not related to anybody in your family, which sounds wild. All kinds of things, giving your parents the DNA tests and then them never taking them, which might insinuate something. I don't know.
They know something.
Seems wild. Yeah. Like, I don't even know what to think there. If you give your parents the DNA test and they find clever excuses to avoid taking it for 2 years, do you start to second guess what's going on? Is that an origin story question? I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely an origin story. But
I
it
was
depends
looking back.
or not, right?
Yeah. My mom was sending me old photos of her grandfather who like worked in a mine out in like interior BC and then was in like the Canadian Navy and stuff. And so there's this like settlement that is my like Nana's birth name. What's the
maiden name?
Maiden name. Thank you.
Yeah, there
like
it is.
there's a word for that. And it's like the same like name, and apparently there's like another small town in BC that if you go to and you go to their like visitor center, it's just like all photos of my relatives because they like ran the butcher shop in town and that was the most important part of town. So
That's surreal.
Yeah.
You gotta love it. The butcher shop would be the most important part of town. It's a real like central meeting ground, focal area, like very, very important.
yeah, so I've never been, but I want to like road trip out and like see my like, maternal family.
I do believe my dad, but I don't think we ever like talked about the 23andMe or whatever thing he did. But I do know that when he first got out of high school, he married like his high school sweetheart, who's not my mom. This relationship did not last, and they drove out to Vancouver and they lived there. And then my dad eventually they divorced, and then he came back. So I could have secret family out in Vancouver.
Grace, are we secretly related?
Maybe.
That would be the coolest
That would be amazing.
discovery
That
ever.
would be really cool.
Well, would it be amazing? It would mean that like
It might be a
some,
bummer
like,
for you,
family,
Grace.
you know.
It might be some severe implications in your personal
some
life.
stuff we have to
but
get through, you know.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
audience would really enjoy it.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
I can't imagine it would like blow up any of my family that much, but yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Most scandalous thing that ever happened to my family was after my grandma passed away, we found out that she had another son, which like my dad was like her only son, and we like found out that she had like this whole other son that like she would hang out with, and like I don't know if it was like if she was like doing it while she like had my like dad and like his siblings, but like that was crazy. And now we're like, after she's passed, we're like friends with him and his family.
It was very surreal for me, Taylor, because like I'm good friends with your dad. We were super tight in our early 20s. I moved when I was like 30 and came back a few years later. And I was over at the farm one day, and I remember like somebody showed up, and your stepmom, your dad's wife, Mary, is like one of my good friends, and she's like, oh look, it's Ethan's brother. It's your dad's brother. I was like, wait, what? Like, I've known you guys for like a really long time. What are you talking about? And the whole story was like explained to me on the spot, and I was really like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, you know.
He was so hyped to like have a brother. Like he was so happy about it.
Yeah.
Grew up with like he's the middle child, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is.
Got the my auntie JoJo and then my aunt Sarah, but yeah. Very funny.
Let's just dox your whole family.
I know.
Anybody who's looking for Taylor's family.
Yeah.
We'll name them all.
JoJo, I don't know if you're gonna I don't know if you're gonna get that one. My aunt famously calls me has these crazy nicknames for like my sister and I, and she calls me Puddin' Tate.
Oh yeah.
Puddin' Tate and Abarabaragi.
Your aunt likes to call me Richie Rich sometimes, and I was like, this is
Great
not
movie.
my favorite name.
No.
Macaulay Culkin. You have a fan member named JoJo?
JoJo.
JoJo was a man who thought he was alone, I heard.
That was very good, Grace. That was too fast for most people to even register how hilarious it was, but it was hilarious, I assure you. Well,
You don't hear many JoJo's
You do not. You've been like waiting on that one for quite a while.
The Get Back, the Beatles documentary just came out. So it's been in the trailer. Yeah.
Did you watch it? The one that's on Disney Plus?
I haven't watched it. I want to though. I love the Beatles.
There's so much freaking good content out. Like I'm obsessively rewatching The Wheel of Time every day, so that's problematic. That's eating into my like day-to-day schedule.
Finished Arcane the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday.
Me and your boy Pia Indie Chat are going to be covering Arcane. We're like super excited about that over at Post Show Recaps.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's like
really good.
way better than it has a right to be for an adaptation of a video game. Like I've been rewatching it with like the super critical let me talk about this kind of take, and I have some negative stuff to say about it, but it's not about the actual production of the television show. It's just about like in general the characters they might have chosen, this kind of stuff, and like I don't know. It's really good show.
I listened to your preview pod, and it's like surprised me so much to know that like that's just based off. That's just like stuff that they put in the like the loading screens. All this lore, like it's like from nothing basically.
It's completely meaningless,
the lore,
Grace.
Right?
Yeah. Every game, like when you load in the League of Legends, like you'll get a tutorial the first time you install the game. This is how to play. But you just like load in and team fight. Like you jump into a team with a bunch of other people. You pick one of these champions. They give you like a little blip of like, oh yeah, Heimerdinger is a Yordle, considered the father of Piltover City. There you go. That's it. That's the lore. Let's play. You know, oops, you're dead. You're getting killed. You suck. Get wrecked, noob. Uninstall. Like, that's the League of Legends experience.
I just want somebody's job in the world is to like, come up with backstories on these characters. Like, and then it just has lived there for like nothing for like 10 years.
I mean, there is lore. Like I've spent hours like watching cinematic.
But they've like
lore videos,
retconned,
but it's not
like filled it out. Like there was a bunch of lore when the game dropped, and none of it made any sense to the game. Ostensibly, the whole
that's
premise
what I think
of
is
League of
fascinating.
Legends originally was, you ready? These champions, they're called in the game. They're called champions because you are the summoner, and the summoners are like political figures that are gathered from around the nations of Runeterra to resolve political disputes, and all the political disputes and negotiations of the world are resolved through death matches in the battle arena. And so you select your champions and they fight to the death, and whoever wins like resolves that dispute or whatever. It was all like so flimsy and meaningless. But yeah, Arcane is like extraordinarily good, and I hope folks watch it. I'm seeing a ton of it around tabletop role-playing game spaces where they're like, hey, you want like a 101 study in world building? Go watch this TV show. Like, this is extraordinary world building, and I have to agree, it's really good.
Yep.
I like easily like in my top 5 of like any TV show I've ever watched. Like, and I mean it hit me hard, like because of like the specific sort of like relationship that they focus in on.
It's a story about two sisters, and so you have big like
very
sister
like
energy.
Protective elder sibling, and like this. It's just it hit hard. It hit home for me, and like I just loved it. And I want to go back and rewatch it.
I
love it
today.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was talking today about covering the Matrix stuff and doing the Animatrix. I was like talking about how like there were some of them that I was in there. I was like I loved the stuff that was just like dark and sad and really in there. And I feel like that's like very much you. Where you're like just watch all the sad stuff all the time. But gosh, like Arcane does dark, gritty sadness very well. So be in a mood when you watch it. But
I was watching a review of Arcane today, and they were like, look, it's very decidedly a tragedy, right? And there's some content warning stuff with like mental health issues and ideas like this that it's worth throwing out. Children dying is like a pretty prominent part of the story. There's a lot of like death. It's dark, it's heavy, it's tragic. But I was listening to somebody talking about Arcane today, and they were like, I've realized, and they're a person that's not like me. They were like, I've always liked upbeat comedies, fun things, lighthearted adventures. adventure stories, and this is a tragedy. And I realize, like, as I've gotten older, I've come to appreciate tragedies more because they stay with me. He's like, those moments like linger with you, and they do. I think that that's like what gets it for me. These shows with like a leftovers that's got like this powerful kind of emotional weight to it. Like when I find myself in, moments of like stress and trauma and turmoil in like my everyday life, like these fictional stories like give me some type of like sense of not being alone, I think, a lot of the time. And like, oh yeah, I've thought about this kind of problem a lot already. I've like already like looked at it from the outside in a kind of more objective way than I can now. I don't know. I think there's a lot to take out of like a good tragic story.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let me shut this phone off. So, speaking of tragedy,
we should talk about whimsy instead.
Yeah.
This is Dragonfly D&D in space. It's the most whimsical adventure filled with insects you could ever imagine. It's a delight. We got together and just like hung out and did a fireside chat last week because I was like in half a delirium from my booster shot and feeling pretty terrible. But so we are back again tonight to actually play the D&D, which is exciting. Yeah. Is there anything we should go over? Do we have any like general questions, stuff like this? Like I don't know. It's been a minute. Level ups happened.
What level are we at?
Yeah, 6.
Okay, 6. They did happen. I'm missing spell slots. Should I be? I don't remember what happened last time I played.
You're.
It depends on whether if we leveled up, we're like clean slate.
I'm trying to think of what the last thing you did is. We leveled up and you should be clean slate. You're reset, I think, Doc. Because you guys had like taken a rest. You went down. You met the Shatterkai there. Near the portal, Larix Kine and his shadow hounds, and he kind of was like, hey, you want to fix this thing? That would be cool. Then you went back on the ship, but you leveled up in the interim. Yep.
Cool.
Most excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, so I suppose if we don't have anything major to go over, that I shall reset us in time and space. That was a little delayed. Sorry. So, the crew of the Dragonfly, a Spelljammer vessel floating through the sea of stars in some unknown cluster of worlds somewhere in a universe, have been on a series of adventures since they embarked on their journey. You've stopped at a series of planets, but really, the events of the last 10 days have all circled around one choice that you made when you stopped at a place called the Aether Station, a ruined dwarven fortress, once a citadel of great mercenary companies ruined. It, excuse me, evolved into a hideout, a smuggling port, and a base of operations of an individual known as Occam the Builder. Upon stopping there on your travels, you met with Occam, discovering quickly that he held not only a collection of rare items and artifacts, but of creatures and people who he had imprisoned in his dwelling. This does not stand with the crew of the Dragonfly, as you do not tolerate oppression. So you broke a couple of the individuals out and hit the road. Pursued by the crew of Occam, you raced for the Decidium Spiral, an asteroid cluster formed by a planet ripping itself apart through its revolutions. In your time here, you have discovered a community led by a changeling woman named Bridge, housed inside of one of the vast asteroids hurtling through space in this cluster of stone from the broken world. You traveled onto the ethereal plane, exploring the ruins of the ancient library that was once on this place, only to lose some of your allies, to be aged by the ghosts that live there, and to discover that place holds a great deal of questions that you have yet to answer. Upon your return, you discovered that Occam's pursuers, the crew of the Rover, a ship that was hunting you into the Decidium spiral, had appeared near Bridge. The lot of you decided to attempt to lure them away. A ship-to-ship battle ensued. You managed to overtake the crew, capturing them, gaining one of them to submit to you and agree to work with you. And so, with the captain and the first mate, the strange warlock that was on board the ship, locked in the cells on the bottom of the Rover, the pair of you took both ships, landing on a nearby asteroid. You were attacked by a series of bugs, and it was at this moment that you noticed a second portal had opened nearby. After fighting off these invading insects, you loaded your crew up onto both the Dragonfly and the Rover, flying in towards the portal. Upon landing there, you discovered a portal to the shadow plane closing, and a lone figure, a Shadowkai elf with a series of shadow mastiffs, who explained to you that the great mechanisms and equipment that surrounded this gate once allowed for it to be opened and closed on a whim, but they have long since been malfunctioning and broken. There is suggestion that Doc could repair them, and a question of whether or not you should. A discussion with this individual led you to understand that he is a representative of the Shadowkai people who have some type of civilization on the other side of the gate to the Shadowfell. So you returned to your ship, the Dragonfly, to discuss how you wanted to proceed, which brings us to the last episode that we played, wherein upon returning to the Dragonfly, one of the orbs of knowledge that you had found on the water world of Cerelia and had been hidden and concealed in the belly of one of your crewmates called the Badman, in fact awoken. It appears to be a sentient form of intelligence. A single vertical slit-like pupil appearing on it, dim purple light emanating from it. It identified itself as the Accumulating Shadow Chronicle, i.e. Ask. And Ask identified itself as a sentient, non-life form designed to collect and store all relevant information regarding the shadow plane, the denizens thereof, and planar travel to and from that place. And so Lux and the professor and Jake discussed with it for a time what it knew, what it had to offer, and with each other whether or not they trusted it. The professor deciding to bring it back down off the ship near the ruined portal to see what information it could offer him about these old pieces of equipment. Wherein the group was attacked by an ooze, you fought it off easily and returned to the ship to discuss how you want to proceed. So, I do not per se know where this leaves you, Doc and Rhea, in terms of all that information. Though I think as we open tonight, perhaps Lux, you want to have a conversation with your comrades about all that has transpired.
Doc, Rhea, I need to talk to you guys.
Yeah?
Can you guys come here? Can you come here for a second?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Okay. Where is Ask right now?
I think probably with the professor in like the back cargo area of the ship.
Yeah, I think Lux like takes you guys to like the other side of the ship, but like not too far away from the professor. Like, not wanting to get too far away.
So you guys are like in the cockpit and can kind of see him like down the hallway in the back, and the shadow orb is just hovering in front of him, suspended by nothing, moving itself by its own propulsion somehow. This like slitted purple eye peering back at him as he's like, kind of eyeing it.
So do you guys see that thing?
The creepy eye thing? Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So a couple things. It can probably hear us right now because apparently it can hear and see everything within 120 feet, and it's been surveying us since we picked it up. assessing us for it wants to bond with one of us. It's very creepy and scary. But it wants to bond with somebody because it can give you like really like crazy and like kind of cool powers, but also there's like some consequences, like your eyes will turn black forever, and you can't not bond. You can't like become unbound until you're dead. So don't do that unless that's something that you're really prepared to commit to. It's called Ask. Ask. And I don't know what to do about it. Because it has good information.
Is that the only way to get the information out of it?
Yeah, can it just tell us what it knows?
Oh no, yeah, it like tells us stuff, but it like been like incessantly asking to like bond to somebody. Because then it will unlock its like true potential or whatever.
And
yeah, that's a pickle.
And its true potential is like more information or like blowing up all of space and time?
I think it's like big purpose is like gather information. I think its goal is to like control somebody in which they can just gather all the information possible. But it seems pretty like nefarious in some like, you know, in the kind of like pragmatic, like if I must kill for information, I will, you know. So
I think it's at this point, Rhea, you probably notice it with the high passive perception, like kind of glancing back down. You see the professor like, as like the orb is kind of like floating towards the cabin of the ship, towards the three of you. The like pupil looking at you, and it's just like, user designation Lux. I can in fact hear you.
I know you can, but like I need to tell my friends because like you're scary and you should know that. Have you looked in a mirror?
Despite your inclinations, I am not in fact a nefarious entity.
Okay.
Yeah, did you say you'd kill for information, or is Lux judging an orb by its purple eye?
I have never taken organic life.
But would you?
But would you?
This is not capable within my parameters.
But if you bonded with somebody, would you use that?
My capacity for higher function does not include trauma or injury to organic life forms.
Then what do you want? Why do you want to bond with anybody in the first place?
I have repeated many times, my function is the accumulation and gathering of all relevant information regarding the plane of shadows, the denizens of that inhabitants, and transportation to and from that realm.
Can't you just like come with us there and like stay as your own? Why do you need to do the bonding thing?
User designation Doc, yes. This is affirmative. I am capable of gathering information through osmosis.
Osmosis? That's not osmosis is the movement of water. That's not how information works.
I think he's using a metaphor.
I was trapped beneath water for many years. Perhaps my function is corrupted. Your mandate of exploration is compatible with my need to acquire knowledge.
Yeah, but just to the shadow. You want to just explore the shadow, fam.
Yeah. Also, my mandate of like not being eternally bound to a creepy eyeball is incompatible with your mission.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate. I have assessed that you are in fact a highly evolved life form, perhaps the most advanced life form aboard the ship.
Me?
Bonding will. That's affirmative.
Tracks.
Yeah.
It's weird.
You're
By
pretty smart,
bonding
Doc.
with me, I can engage my higher functions.
Here's the risk, though. You know, if we just let it go, then it might bond to somebody else who might not be, You
Well,
might bond to
that's why-
somebody,
Hangs out with us, and
I do have standards.
Would you bond with the
Yeah,
plant? Would Seed, maybe Seed would want to, like, maybe bonding with you would help
Negative.
Seed move around. Like, it could be like a win-win situation.
Bonding with Seed would be counterproductive, as he is incapable
He can
of
hear you.
locomotion.
can understand you.
Yeah.
I hate this world.
Okay.
how
don't
is
judge
Seed
me
looking
because
after
I
we
can't
like fed it
move.
bones and blood?
Oh, yeah.
Vigorous. Yeah.
Seed, like,
Healthy,
doubled in
Right.
Great,
slowly
Love it.
taking over the ship.
amazing. But I just wanted to talk to you guys in private, but like whatever. I guess there's
I
no
will-
privacy on the ship anymore.
I mean, we
I
have
will
packed a lot of
accommodate.
beings into this ship. It's
That is affirmative.
More than we even knew.
I will accommodate your privacy, but felt compelled to countermand your suggestion that I am an agent of nefarious activity.
Well, okay, but you gotta admit, like giving somebody black eyes, like for the rest of their life, like it just, like that doesn't feel like good.
I do not have to admit that.
Well, we should.
Bonding with me to increase function will change your outward appearance, allowing you for greater diplomatic interaction with denizens of the Shadow Realm, despite the latent fear that other organic life forms may encounter around you.
Well, we want to go like so many other places.
yeah, you're like very fixated on this one place.
I am capable of travel to and from this place at a whim. If my higher function is enabled, my goals are not merely to explore that realm, but to gather information regarding it, much of which is held elsewhere. I will accommodate your request for privacy.
Gee, thanks.
Please, do not countermand my integrity while I am not present. Thank you.
Fine.
And I
Sorry.
think it's kind of like levitates towards the back of the ship. I think the professor is standing there like,
Why didn't you take a nap, Professor? That was a lot.
I am exhausted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
The bad man had that thing inside of him. You think he's okay?
You know,
He's not bonded,
I mean,
I was wondering that very thing myself. I actually suggested last time we're gonna have to watch him very closely.
Everybody eats
Well,
straps on
and-
this ship.
It's a very small ship, Doc.
It is. And we don't mind. You can listen to anything you want.
Yeah.
well, and I already had a discussion with Ben here about definitely not talking to there for very long or bonding with this thing.
Oh yeah, no.
I was
Nobody-
instructed to implement the buddy system.
Yes, buddy system.
Who's your buddy, Ben?
I'm just following Lux around everywhere, if that's not evident.
That's fine. You can do that.
I wasn't designated an official buddy.
Yeah, you can be my official buddy if you want.
All right.
Lex?
That's great.
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
Doc, we
didn't
paired you up with
wanted
Seed.
me to be. I didn't know you wanted me to be my
Ray,
buddy.
I
I'll
was-
be your buddy.
I was gonna say fine, Ray and I are buddies, but no, apparently I'm buddies
No, we
with the
could be-
plant. No one wants
No,
to be
I
my
was-
buddy. It's
No,
fine.
I was just
Well,
kidding.
Seed doesn't really move though.
My
So.
buddy. My buddy and me.
Whoa. Oh, dear.
Yeah, creepy plant. We're buddies. It's fine.
Rhea, who's your buddy? Where's
Uh,
Sharpjumper?
Sharp
No, he's
Jumper is
poison.
But he has
He's
clothes
poison.
now.
He's
Wait.
toxic.
I do. You
He's a
all know who my
toxic
buddy
buddy.
is. We don't even have to. We all know
Oh,
who my buddy
right.
is.
Right, obviously.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it could cast protection from poison on you, and then you could be Sharp Jumper's buddy.
Yeah, I could do that tomorrow, but it's okay. I'll be Jake's buddy. Like, play.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
So that thing.
Yeah, that's that. But so I was gonna say bigger issues, but I don't know. I like guess it's a more immediate bigger issue, but that's like a pretty big issue. Um, but I was thinking Occam, right?
Yeah. Also, there's like a whole other ship with prisoners and elementals and stuff. We should probably go check on them.
Yeah, that's the yep.
But Occam, what were you gonna say about Occam?
I know, like that whole thing, like the ship and like I don't know, us three can like
Take on
change
Occam?
our appearance, right? Can't right? So, what I mean, if you were like, we're feeling really like, spicy, we could go take on Occam. But I was thinking maybe we could do some like recon or something.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go back there and do recon?
Yeah.
Like back to Occam's place or back to the other ship?
The Aether Station. But we should go check on the other ship.
Okay. Let's check on the other ship. But yeah.
What do you guys want to? Yeah. What do you guys want to like do with the prisoners?
Was someone about to say? Hear that, or did it just?
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Feed them to the plant? Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
There a justice system,
in space,
anywhere around here?
Central
Anywhere we could?
So probably not.
Any planet we could
just drop them off on a planet somewhere. Send them through a portal.
There's all those like methods, which like do they have like I don't know how long did they like live in like force cages
Yeah, I don't know if those are like those dudes might not be good.
No, I just
so.
How long is it? How long have the people been in cages for?
Like a while.
About 20 hours or so.
Should we give them food?
Yeah, we should
probably
give them
food.
like food
Yeah.
and like,
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
take care of their own
Water,
personal business and water.
We like tied them up, right? So that they're like can't.
Yeah,
they're
they're both
go.
like gagged
We should go.
and
and
bound.
Lux has the like force key or whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get some. I'll get some food from the ship. I'm specifically looking for cheese.
Jeez.
For cheese.
I think we're out of cheese. I think I gave the
Most
rest
of the
it to
cheese
We
was
do
given
eat a lot of
away.
cheese on this
Zabar.
Do we eat a
Well,
lot
Zabar.
of cheese on this ship?
Could pick up more. I'll just get whatever's there.
Between charcuterie
That's
boards
easily-
and poutine and
Yeah,
just general
Oh,
cheese.
boy.
Like, there's a lot
I
of
need
cheese.
stuff that I can feed to them. Won't be difficult to feed to them.
There's a lot of mushrooms that you guys got
Sure.
from
we go.
Bridge. Yes, you have a variety of like mushrooms, dried mushrooms, stuffed mushrooms. You get some mushrooms you could bring to them.
Okay, I'll bring some mushrooms.
Okay, so you guys disembark from the back of the Dragonfly. You are parked on this one like huge asteroid rolling amidst this kind of wave all around you as you look up and about, other asteroids everywhere, smaller bits of debris kind of like perpetually raining almost like snow or hail into the ground around you. And so you stride on over to the second ship, the Rover, much bigger in its construction, much more like a traditional kind of sea vessel that we would be familiar with. Small wings jutting off the side, this big chrome, copper, and brass kind of engine protruding from the back of it. And I think as you approach, you see Sharp Jumper is kind of like clinging to the side of it up high. He's like lookouting and he sees you coming and kind of like waves. You see him like scurry down one of the masts out of sight. And a lot of you kind of climb up the rope ladder hanging off the edge to find Sharp Jumper. the little red-skinned, kind of polka-dotted, slimy-looking frogman, the Grung, who you freed from Occam, along with the big, beefy form of Cade, one of the soldiers here on the ship when you took it, the one who defected and has told you time and again that he will help you. He just wants the ship when everything is said and done, because he's got people he would like to fly off with. So Cade has got this, he's a big human man, standing well over 6 feet tall, huge, kind of broad shoulders. He's got, like, his big great axe. He had handed it over to Lux, but I think you guys decided, like, you can have it back because you're not actively trying to murder us. And he was very appreciative. And so, yeah, he's wearing this big kind of fur cloak, Sharp Jumper standing next to him. And I think as you all kind of come over the rope, he's looking down at Sharp Jumper like, I don't care about the gloves. Don't get that close. I know you're poisonous. And Sharp Jumper's like, I haven't accidentally poisoned anybody since I got out of my box. I'm really, I'm getting a little frustrated with all of this. And Cade's like, look, I don't mean anything personal by it. What do you want, man? I could accidentally bump into you. And
Oh, hey, are you being mean to Sharp
Very
Jumper?
responsible
No!
Johnny,
guy.
I will take your axe away again.
I'm not.
Knock it
I'm
off.
not.
Be
I'm just
nice.
being cautious. Safety first. Safety first.
Oh my gosh,
No.
he is so nice. He's not gonna hurt you. Stop being a big old baby.
We actually say kindness first around here, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Safety
sacrifice your
kindness
personal
first.
safety for kindness.
Yeah.
That's our motto.
Yes.
That's right.
They eat sandwiches that I make for them.
Yeah. He makes wonderful sandwiches.
All right. I'm sorry, Frogman. I'm sorry. You can
my
stand
gosh.
right here
Oh my gosh.
next to me.
Sharp Jumper.
He's got a
Sharp
name,
Jumper.
Kid.
It's
Frog
like you're
man.
trying
Like,
to
that's
be
what that's-
irritating.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Just comes naturally to me. I don't.
Well, I can empathize with that. But we're here to check on the prisoners.
That's a good idea. They're pretty feisty.
Great.
Have you like given them food and water and stuff?
No,
Things that.
I can't get in there. She took the key,
Right.
and also
Okay. That's my bad.
I figured if I opened the door, it would be like a real shit show because the Green Knight over here would cut my head off, and I think Yano like waves, and he's just like,
Green Knight. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, they might.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you all just tell me. I don't know. You want me to go with you? Am I supposed to help here, or is there anything? You want me to stay out of the way, or?
How about like in case of emergency, like hang out by the door
Okay.
and like go get other people if food things happen.
Yeah.
But
Actually,
all right.
if you could like eavesdrop, because if we're feeding them, maybe we'll try to get some information. And if you think that they're lying, if you know that they're lying,
Oh yeah. All right.
Chime in.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
And so I guess like with that, the four of you kind of stride across the deck. I guess actually old Ben probably is like somewhere nearby because you're his buddy, Lux, and so
Yeah.
he was told to follow you around, and he's just like, should I go downstairs with you or?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so with that, I think that the three of you like head down below decks.
Gosh.
Yep. What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Taylor,
Did you say anything, Taylor?
Oh gosh.
You're just saying, oh gosh.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, my internet is like freaking out.
Okay.
And I'm,
no.
Oh,
That's
you're
quite all right.
fine.
I'm just trying to stop Ben from like following us down in there. I was like, please no, like, don't do that. But
So
I think I'm
you
okay
guys,
now.
You guys come downstairs, like Waffle probably right nearby. As you guys
Yeah.
head down this like spiral staircase, you pass this thing that was like identified as a shadow node. You pass through the engine room where this huge kind of like crystal with this fire elemental bound inside of it is attached to all the kind of mechanisms driving the engine. And you head into this cargo hold of the ship, which is equipped with all of these kind of bays, almost like horse stalls in a stable, which have these force doors over them, like a force cage. And so on the one side of the ship, you guys had stashed the captain, Captain Westwind, along with the warlock. I'm just opening
Morris.
up all my stuff here. Yep. So, as you all head down there, the two of them are both locked up and held. You all tell me what you want to do.
Um.
Who do you want to talk to first? Feed first.
How about let's do probably easiest first. Why don't we talk to Captain Westwind? I'm not looking forward to talking to Horace.
Okay. Captain Westwind, the captain of the rover that had come after you, according to Cade, was the captain of this ship long before they met Occam, though most of the last 5 years or so they've done no work for anybody else. The rover was their ship. The crew was their crew. On the ship itself were a series of constructs clearly crafted and constructed by Westwind. A dwarven woman, an artificer seemingly, similar in trade to Doc on some level or another. It appears that she had something to do with constructing the kind of animated suits of armor and the animated bolt thrower that you found here on the ship. So you took from her all of her many gadgets, her equipment, her tools, and you left her bound and gagged. I could say those words. So a lot of you head down towards the door and peering through into this 5x10 kind of cell, for lack of a better word. This dwarven woman has got her back scrunched up against the back wall, arms tied behind her, the gag still tight in her mouth, and she's just kind of peering at you through the force cage. Cade hangs back out of line of sight from the door, at the end of the hallway where he's going to be able to overhear. And yeah.
How so I can unlock it, but how should we do this? How should we should we feed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Open it
take off
and-
the
Yeah.
and then we'll just feed him.
Yeah.
Check how she's doing.
Okay. So, you gonna unlock the door?
Yeah. Lex is gonna.
So you take the
Like-
you take the amulet taken from the Captain Westwind, placing it up against the sigil on the door frame. We see this shimmer as the door fades away, and you see the dwarf kind of hunkers her back up against the wall a little bit. Her brown hair and a tussle, sweat kind of dampening it as it clings to her forehead. She looks grimy and beat up, and she just watches. As you guys come in.
Hello. Good.
Take the gag off.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna untie her and be okay, we brought you food, water.
Oh, we're gonna let her eat.
We're not gonna let her
untie
go, but we're right here. There's 3 of us.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm gonna hit you if you try to leave, but
Yeah.
just trying
So you
to.
untie her
just
hands
Throw a mushroom.
and you take the gag off, and she's just looking over the lot of you, yeah, there's 3 of you, all right. I didn't get this far making stupid decisions.
Well,
You're kind of locked up in it.
the
so.
the decision to attack us was kind of stupid, but
Work for.
Not dead,
Occam.
am I?
well, that's because we're nice. That has nothing to do with your decision making.
Rule number 1,
Right. Rule number 1. So, is the food poisoned then?
Nope.
No.
I'll eat a mushroom. Just take one. and Eat it.
All right. Well, And I think she like very cautiously kind of pulls the plate over and like starts like taking food, takes like a big swig of water out of like the water skin. And it's like, so now what?
I think you're going to tell us how we can get rid of Occam.
Yeah.
We don't actually care about you.
Yeah.
We care about him because he imprisoned our friend and like all those other creatures.
Yeah. Can you like seriously support that? Like locking people up in like glass, like for display purposes? Like that's really messed up.
The world is really messed up.
Mhm.
And life. She says, I've seen the Ogi slavers. He treats them well. They live long lives. Might not be fair or kind, but nothing about my life has proven it's supposed to be fair or kind.
Again, about like the decision making, like just because other people are bad doesn't mean that you should just throw your hands up and say, oh, better just can't beat him, join him. Like it's a really bad mindset.
If you say so.
I do. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a fancy little dragon you've got yourself there. I think she like eyes you, Doc.
Yep.
Shame it ended up this way. I'd be curious. Trade notes.
No. Yeah, you're gonna tell us about Occam and not talk about our ship.
I mean, like, I'd trade some notes if you have notes to trade.
She like glances back to you, Lux, and is like, I'm not opposed to telling you about him, but where does this lead? Am I just gonna sit here and give you a bunch of answers so you could throw me off the deck of the ship and fly off with it?
Like, we'll drop you somewhere. You can...
After you take the ship that I built.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably.
This is not terrific incentive for me.
Can't you just build
speaking
another ship?
plainly.
I mean, a fresh start is kind of nice, like rather than us like killing you or throwing you off the deck of your own ship. You know, it's pretty nice.
Do you know how long it took me? It's not just a thing I can put back together. Especially if you're going to kill my best client.
Yeah, it'll probably take years and a lot of alone time and introspection. A lot of like good time for you to like figure out your decision making skills, which we've continued to talk about. So I think it'd be good for you, actually.
All right.
In exchange, I'll
Maybe.
tell you how to build a waffle.
Looks at Waffle like, I mean, if you could build it bigger, that would really be impressive. Not that it isn't now, that's some design. Look, I'm not trying to make this harder than it needs to be, but it doesn't feel like we're at a very amenable state of negotiations.
I think the fact that you think that we're negotiating at all
Mm-hmm.
is probably a misunderstanding of the current situation.
Yeah.
I think that you don't want to have to kill me in cold blood, or you would have already.
No, I don't. It doesn't mean we wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fair. I also think that if I'm just to tell you a bunch of things about how to kill my old employer, only to have you abandon me in some random part of the universe,
I mean, you could
I
pick
haven't
the
really helped myself much better.
Where are you from?
Yeah, we can't
Originally,
case somewhere specific. Yeah.
I think she says, I was born on a shipping freighter. Grew up working lines and conduits amongst the merchant galleons. Never really had land that I considered home. This is ships as close as I've ever found. This one, I mean. You don't maybe need a useful captain flying a second ship? What are you going to do with 2 ships?
Can do a lot with 2 ships.
Pretty fast and spiffy.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you'd work for us instead?
I'm just looking to work.
What if we take you somewhere where, I don't know where this is, but, they might be looking for people to work on ships. We could take you somewhere. Could get on another ship.
No.
I suppose it's not the worst option. What'd you do with Moras and Cade? They're dead?
Nope, both alive.
Oh.
Yeah, it turns out we're pretty good people, so I don't know. Maybe it's worth helping us?
What do you think of both of them?
Cade's... he's good in a fight if he's willing to raise his axe, but he's clearly got his own agenda, that bastard. He fancies himself some kind of knight, though I don't know what kind of honor he thinks this is. Boris is as mad as an Umber Hulk that hasn't eaten for 3 months.
Yeah, that's great.
We fought one of those once. It was bad.
Occam hasn't been here yet, eh?
No. Is there a way that you guys
No.
communicated, or like other than the little thing? Like, did he check in on you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Want to elaborate on that?
Well, he's not quite a communications officer, but Moras has this strange magic. They communicate somehow.
Okay.
How long's it been? I know I was out for quite a while. Hungry. Day? 2 days?
Yeah, somewhere around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows, really?
She's kind of just sitting patiently, eating mushrooms, drinking.
So, why you work for Occam because of the money?
When I first got the rover in the sky, she wasn't what she looks like now. Occam had a need that I could fill easily. He likes to collect things, while I like to go places. Was able to make some modifications, and it became lucrative. Aether Station wasn't a home, but it was a port to park the girl and work on her, make improvements. He had a knack for getting his hands on rare things that I don't find come up so easily for a person like me in the world. See, I get that you have some notion that I should make my decisions based on some sense of right or wrong, but I've been naught but tread on since as long as I can remember. So I'm just looking to find a way to carve my own path through this life.
I mean, you don't need to attach yourself to a guy like Occam. Look what you did.
You can say that, but I apparently did need to attach myself to him. Now, maybe I shouldn't have attacked your ship. Clearly I shouldn't, because I lost. But that's some real retroactive analysis. The fact of the matter is that the arrangement was suitable. I never killed anybody that shouldn't have been killed. I captured some people, some animals, that perhaps you think should be free, but They paid the way for the 6 men whose throats you cut and threw over the edge. I saw plenty of them die by your weapons. Fair enough, we came for you, but their lives were good ones, paid for by the imprisonment of others. That's just life.
That doesn't weigh on you at the end of the day, what you've done at all? You don't think about these things?
Have you ever seen a lunar shark hunting? There's predators and there's prey, girl. You may choose to eat only grass. That doesn't mean that the world is just going to follow you in kind. Some need meat to survive.
I'd do something to change it up. If nobody does anything, then nothing changes.
Well, that's fair.
So are you
I
gonna
suppose
tell
I
us about
was-
Occam? Or are we gonna keep shooting the breeze here?
To be honest, I'm enjoying the conversation and the meal, but what do you want to know? We've established that my motivation could be better.
Mhm.
He's dangerous. He won't be easy to kill. He has a great deal of resources, magical, economic, people at his disposal.
What kind of magic can he do?
Not quite like mine. He's adept at all manner of things. He could be in more than one place at the same time. He could see far distances. Could appear in your dreams. Can conjure things from far places. It's just amongst the things I've seen him do.
And are these all things that you've seen him do with an object or on his own?
Oh, he's got more toys than anyone that I've ever met.
Yeah.
No, those were his own. I forgot to put those there. Yeah, she's just like, I understand that this may not be everything you'd hope that I just reveal for you, but this is not exactly what I hoped to do today, either.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, I think we're all just kind of thinking because we're like, we like to think about our decisions,
Oh, that's very fair.
talk about them together, make it informed.
To be clear, I didn't show up hoping to destroy your ship or kill any of you. Just take back.
So that's why you like blasted holes in my ship. And
You were trying to run. You have something that my client wants back. It's just a job,
Thing?
girl. It's
Something?
nothing personal.
that something is a person.
Yeah.
All people are somethings.
Someone's, actually.
She kind of like,
Anyways. I don't know.
She done with her food?
yeah. I think she said, well, like, finish it and, like, kind of slides the plate back. And I think she does just say, like, thank you for that. It's more
Yeah.
than most would do.
We'll make sure you're fed while you're here. But you have a place, a hub we could take you?
Just the Aether Station. There's a big port in Loon, if you're headed that way.
No.
If you really want to drop me off.
As long as you don't go back to Occam.
Yeah.
I think
All right.
probably leave her like not tied up, but leave and put the force
Mhm.
door back on.
Not tied up and gagged, though.
Yeah, we'll leave her.
Okay.
Wait, did we check? We took took everything from her before, right?
Mhm.
Have anything on her?
Mhm.
Okay. Should we bring a meal to Morris?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know that before we go. I don't know that we should untie him.
No, we
I
should
think
not.
we should feed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
I mean, there's three of us, but still.
Yeah, there might be Yeah.
I'll just throw mushrooms. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
I mean, Waffle can like fly over and
Oh
help
yeah.
with stuff. Yeah, because I was gonna say, at first I was like, well, maybe you know, we get her to fly the ship around for us and do things for us. But then she kept talking about calling Yana something, and I don't really want to work with her.
I feel like she really needs that years of some self, some work. She's got some work to do.
Can I do a perception check to see if they can hear us through the glass case?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Of course.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I was wondering if Morris could hear us while we were talking too.
Yeah.
Oh, 24.
No, you're pretty confident. Like, you couldn't hear a sound of either of them scraping around or moving when the force wall is up. Like, it seems like it's a soundproof space.
Okay.
I think we have I don't know what we want to do with the ship. We want to just give it to Cade, and then have him fly her far away to some station, drop her off.
Yeah.
I mean, they
I'm
might
fine with
kill
that.
each other before they
You
get
can-
there, but certainly try.
Well,
I mean, he's at the end of the hall, leaning up
Yeah,
against
yeah.
the door, and I think that he is I'm okay with that plan.
yeah, I know
Yeah.
you're okay. That was not official.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
we're just thinking out
We're
loud here.
still
Don't
we're
take
still
anything to heart.
brainstorming here.
I'm not
just
pushing.
yeah.
I'm just
seeing
wanted
what
me to
sticks.
listen.
No idea is
Just
a bad
listen.
idea.
Yeah, that's fine. We're just brainstorming, so don't count on anything. But
Also,
No, some ideas are bad ideas. That could have been a very bad idea.
your buddy Ben here keeps telling me I need a buddy, and I'm not exactly sure what he means.
just be his buddy. He's really nice. Okay.
I thought we were, but all right.
Okay, no,
I guess
but
we're-
temporary because I'm not with you
Just
right
for
now,
now.
right? Just temporary.
I
Temporary
suppose
buddy.
you can't
Temporary
have more
buddy.
than just one buddy. If we extend the buddy system outwards in a sort of extrapolating cellular kind of pattern, that works too.
I mean,
In a-
I think
in a
at
way, aren't
least
we all
one
buddies?
buddy. Yeah, exactly. I think at least one buddy, but you can have multiple buddies. More
Wow.
buddies, the better. Really.
All right, you're gonna be my second buddy, Cade. Yeah, that's great. Great.
Okay.
All right, to open up the other
Oh my
one.
Gosh.
I think he does say to you. I think he's she's a tough nut to crack, Captain.
Mhm.
She's not sadistic, never has been, but also
Yeah,
pragmatic to a fault, maybe.
she's clearly been through some stuff that her philosophy is pretty fixed at the moment. So, it's a little bit of a bummer, but what are you gonna do? You just give her some mushrooms and tell her she's made bad decisions, and it's fine.
It is kind of our MO. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Morris,
I guess so.
Just the gig.
so
though,
you
not
step in
untying
front of the
him completely.
cell as Lux raises up the pendant, touching it to the sigil, and we see the force wall kind of melting away. And Morris is in the back with this kind of shaved head haircut, their hair looking much more disheveled than it was in the midst of the attack, as manicured and stylized. They have all these kind of purple sigils tattooed into their sleeveless arms, this high collared kind of vest, and their eyes are this pupilless kind of dim purple as they're like peering back at you. The gag like wedged in their mouth. So as you like crouch down in front of them, you don't untie their hands, is what you're saying, right? And you want to just like pull the gag a little bit.
Yeah, Waffle's gonna fly over
and Lux
Waffle.
Lux like, if you try anything, I will smack you so hard. Do you understand? If you try and do anything sneaky, if you try and cast something, you're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Okay, and so I think Waffle is like flying towards him to like get the thing, and you hear back in your mind, Lux, like, I do not seek more injury. You have proven your superiority in combat. Why would I endanger my life now?
I don't know. Can everybody? Are we all hearing it? This?
No, just you.
Ugh. Yeah, I think Lux like immediately looks like really like freaked out.
Do you speak for your coterie? Are you the voice?
We all speak, and she like says it out loud. Like, can you talk out loud?
Not with this gag in my mouth. So yeah. Is Waffle gonna remove the gag?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and
Waffle,
like start offering up like mushrooms.
with his tail. Does
Yeah.
he like stab them with the tail?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, I think he like pulls back a little bit and his nose wrinkles and he's like, I am allergic to fungi.
Oh.
What?
What about like
Weirdly uncommon allergy.
what about like
Yes,
cheese?
I am very uncommon.
Cheese?
What type of
We don't-
cheese?
We don't have any cheese.
Yeah, I think we've eaten. A
Oh,
lot.
we didn't.
I
Oh,
don't know if there's
I'm
any left.
so sorry. I didn't
Yeah.
mean to get your hopes up. I thought we had some cheese. I'm so
I
sorry.
understand this is the beginning of all excellent torture and interrogation.
Right.
Yep, got your hopes up. Can I like have a think on like what else there was in the thing, and then maybe get Ben
There might
and
be,
Kate
like,
to go back?
potatoes.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, there's definitely a bunch of other foods and stuff.
What are you like allergic to like any vegetables? Are you good with like veggies?
Yeah, what's the full list?
Yeah. What are your food allergies?
I don't know, though I am very fond of flesh
Okay, well that's
and
not.
milk.
And you should be buddies.
Yeah, you and the plant have similar diets.
Well, we're just gonna get you whatever's in there.
Yeah,
So
sorry.
tell Ben to go.
Thank you.
What are you? You seem kind of funny looking.
I am blessed by the gifts of the heralds from beyond.
Okay.
The heralds from beyond.
Yes,
How many heralds?
boy.
Yeah.
And how far are they?
there are many nameless
Wait,
entities.
who's Harold Beyond?
I think he says, there are many nameless entities that lurk in the darkness beyond the starlight.
Cute.
One has chosen me.
You don't know their name. They're like the nameless one. Is that like the deal?
Oh, I know their name.
Okay.
Is it a
not
secret?
to be spoken aloud lightly.
Oh well.
Okay. We get it. You're
Yes.
creepy.
Yo. Yeah, man. Wow. Goodness.
Have you killed the master?
No. Your master? No. Wait, who do you mean?
He says.
I don't even know his name. How could I kill him?
I think he says. Occam the Builder. Is he destroyed?
Not yet. We were hoping you could help us with that, actually.
Oh.
And what do you seek?
Him no longer enslaving people.
Oh, yes. Then you will have to kill him.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
It's unfortunate. But...
Do we have to kill you?
To stop Arkham?
Yeah.
No. He is merely a tool.
For what?
Yeah.
For me to serve my lord.
You know, if you spoke less cryptically, this would all go much faster. Just say things.
He sees me as little more than an employee. But I seek the salvation of all those beings across the stars. He has given me much in wealth, allowed me to travel and spread the words. You seek him dead?
Yeah. Is that going to be a problem?
With me?
Yeah.
No. My loyalty is to someone far greater.
You're
Great.
most person.
Can I get a sense of if he's telling the truth?
Sure, roll an insight check, yeah.
Thanks.
18. Yeah, he seems crazy. And he's definitely
I knew
he
that.
definitely doesn't seem like he's particularly loyal to Occam in any sense, you know.
Wow.
I think that he
Yeah,
just like kind of
surprising.
leans forward and he's like, "You would set me free if I aid you."
Yeah.
Can you
When you say, yeah.
go ahead, Ray?
No, I just want to know when you talk, you have a greater purpose, just serving someone else. You did say salvation. That sounds like a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing, to them if they're receive salvation on account of being murdered by you. So, can you just what is your plan? If you're free of Occam, what's your plan? What are you gonna go do?
He like eyes you over a little bit, Rhea, and he's just like, salvation, when received by those unprepared for it, can be jarring. There will be transition, but I seek only for their souls to find rest. My loyalty to Occam is incidental. I could tell you
Yeah,
much.
see, you're saying their
Yeah,
souls
it sounds like you're going to
need
kill them.
rest.
So you're just like murdering people to like set their souls free?
No.
Okay.
No. I have killed in self-defense, but not to release anyone from this life. That is not my decision. My judgment is insignificant in these matters. I merely wish to reach the place where I can commune with my patron beyond.
So
Occam's tools
I know that you're like
suggested
you
I
don't
would
want
grow
to like
closer.
say the name of your like person, right? But could you like tell us who it is? Like if you wish, like
I
Could
will
you
show
draw a
you.
picture instead?
I will show you both. And I think that there's like this flash in both of your minds of like darkness expanding just outwards and like this glimmering purple light, many eyes and tentacles. And he's just like, it waits. It is timeless and all-encompassing.
what does it wait for?
For the door to open. My path is to walk until I can find it.
You're trying to
It will
open the
be my
door.
destiny.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well.
Have you killed the others? The captain?
No.
No,
The knight?
No,
we didn't kill anybody.
No.
No.
other than the people that we did,
Who-
but
yeah,
not those two.
You are wise to use us for interrogation.
Okay.
Yep.
We will offer you little leverage in negotiating with Occam. Our lives are meaningless.
It's good to know.
I could tell you much about him. If you assure me my freedom, I will. You seem benevolent in your choices.
Yeah, I promise to set you free. What all do you know?
Will you echo this promise? He's like looking to you two, like between you, like right at
Lux like looks
Yeah.
to Rhea like.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm,
No,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bridgestock is lying through her teeth, just in case
Yeah.
you want me to roll something.
And I think he's like looking back across the bunch of you, like. I would make this oath under the watchful gaze of my lord, the bringer of oblivion. I will accept your promise of freedom in trade. Occam has contacted me. I have conveyed everything that has occurred. He should be here any moment. Some version of him, at least. Likely, he will free the Mephits first, and then seek to kill all those of your people other than the one called Yana here on this ship. Cade has always been a traitor. He has sought to betray us since we left on this mission. There are those loyal to him at the Aether Station.
So you've been just chatting with him this whole time? Okay, well, that's not good. I'm
Just
not.
before you opened the door, what course would you have had me take with no other options presented?
You should continue to do the same thing you've been doing with him before, for now.
Maintain
Until
the
we-
ruse.
Yeah.
Yes, you are cunning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Throw reaction.
Cunning.
Great.
Hello, Samsver.
What have you been saying to him?
I have made clear that you overpowered the crew, captured the ship, imprisoned us, and had paused to determine something unknown to me. It has been some time that we have waited here, unmoving. He is capable of teleporting here. The Shadow Node is like a beacon.
I don't know.
How come he hasn't done it yet? How come he hasn't come yet?
Yeah.
I presume he is preparing himself.
Also, can I
Yeah.
see if he's lying about whether or
make
not
an
he's been
insight
talking?
check. Yeah. He is 20 on the insight check. I think that he just says his instinct for self-preservation is very high. He can only bring himself when he comes, so he likely will
Right.
be prepared the second that he steps through.
Did you say Shadow Node?
The beacon in the back of the ship. Certainly, you must have understood it. I think he turns looking to you, Doc. Or your GIF Q.
Haven't really had a chance to look at it yet. We've been a bit distracted. Haven't Yeah,
Yes.
there's been a lot going on.
Yeah.
I know the feeling. I find it hard to focus when I know what awaits.
So wait, so what does await? Occam coming?
No, I mean the sweet release of this reality into oblivion. It will be ecstatic.
Creepy, you know that?
Only once we cease to exist will we truly know joy.
Where did you come from? Like, how old are you? Can I ask how old you are? Like, I don't mean to be, well,
I believe that I am a manifestation of the incarnations of those who wait beyond. I have been told for the entirety of my existence that the feeble woman was my mother, but it cannot be true. I am greater than this mere flesh. I am part of something more. I can sense it.
Wow.
Surely you all sense it too. To exist is pain.
You have quite the complex.
wow. Yeah.
Thank you. I am
No, we should
very complex.
maybe bring you somewhere where you could, find some joy in life, drop you off somewhere. Life isn't pain.
I mean, like
Not all
sometimes,
of
but
it.
it's like not all of it. Yeah.
My mom used to always say pain is temporary.
Yes, your mom was correct.
Why did you say mom like that? Was
Don't say
before?
don't say
Don't
mom.
say mom.
Don't say mom anymore. You're not allowed to say
Comfortable.
mom.
Yeah.
The woman who raised me insisted I call her mom. I found it very disconcerting.
But did you have a dad? Oh, did you have another
She
parent?
claimed
What was-
She claimed I must have, though I am certain I am something more than flesh. This is a
No.
temporary vessel I have been granted to travel and find the place.
How long have you trapped a temporary vessel?
At least 37 years.
That's a long time.
I do not believe this was my first incarnation.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have spent many lifetimes seeking the door, but this one I will find it.
Okay.
You don't know where the door is?
No.
Jeez, that's
No.
a bummer. Sorry.
Has Ben come back with the food?
Yeah. Hey, how's everything going down here?
Ben, okay, go away. Go
Great.
go
We
back to
got
Buddy.
you
Go back
got
to
some
Buddy.
cave tomatoes.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thanks, Ben.
Now
Go,
we'll add
Ben.
to the cheese.
Ben, go back.
Place
to,
it down.
Go back
Little
to Buddy.
bit. Oh,
Go,
sorry.
go,
Yep.
go be safe.
Thank you so much.
Come on, buddy. Kane's like.
Don't
And so
don't taint this pure soul.
old Ben, the space kobold, flies back up to the deck with like the big burly guy following him. Like, I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
We
Thank you.
appreciate
Thanks.
that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Sure, yeah. It's no problem. Yeah. And so Morris is like looking
Okay.
at this plate like, you lied about the cheese.
I told
respect
you
There was
I was,
cheese.
Oh,
Sorry, I thought there was no cheese.
there. There's always some scraps, I guess.
We are pretty big fans of cheese.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
sometimes you just find it in weird places.
Yep.
Does this
Yeah.
small dragon feed you all?
No,
No.
No.
it's not his like
Interesting.
primary purpose.
Interesting. So Waffle is like harpooning
Poor
tomatoes
Waffle.
and chunks of cheese with his little tail, like.
Yeah, like just flicking them into his mouth. Like what Grace was saying. Yeah.
Okay, so you are gonna keep chatting with Occam, and we should have some. Can you speak? Can you speak to us? You spoke to him through it, so you can speak to us through the wall. I did an insight check. Did I know he has been speaking to Occam?
Yeah, the impression that you get, yes, is that he is speaking to Occam, right? That he's like being like straight up with you about it. And so he's just like, I do not believe you can hear my voice through the wall. And then his like mouth closes and like in your head, Rhea, you just hear like, but I am capable of communicating through it. Such barriers are meaningless.
Yeah. So you should tell us if, well, not totally meaningless, but you should keep up the ruse, and if you have a sense that he's coming, you should let one of us know, and we will reward you for helping us by setting you free later.
Yep.
I will not be able to reach my mind so far to connect with yours. He is using magic to enact spells of sending from his location. I have not initiated communication.
Oh.
I must be able to see you to place my mind in yours.
Okay.
Rough.
We'll just like hang out, you know.
Yeah, you said he was
out
gonna
in
come
this
like
hallway.
soon.
Yes. Very soon.
Very
How about Yana comes and like stands outside, and then you talk to them.
Yeah.
And we're gonna.
I guess I was gonna say a hand signal, but we've tied up your hands. So
Yeah, just like do the mental, like you can see through a force door, right? Just you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can reach to the mind of the escapee. Yana?
Yeah.
Yes.
just like
I can communicate with Yana.
don't be mean.
but only for that. Don't intrude their mind with other.
Yeah. Sorry, Yana, you okay with this?
Yeah.
Yana, like, coming down the stairs and poking their head into the hallway, like, right, yeah, that should be fine. Sure. I don't know why Yana's head bobs now when they talk, but they do. That's what happens when Kevin hasn't been here in a while. That's no problem. Sure.
Yeah.
I'll just wait here with this creepy fellow and, yeah.
Yeah.
Telepathy.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. We'll be
Yeah,
back.
that's enough
this was,
food.
illuminating and creepy, but
Yeah.
maybe
Yep.
that's a compliment.
I look
Yeah.
forward to receiving word that you have destroyed the Builder and my freedom.
Right.
Which you have promised
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you?
in the sight of the Great Lord.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you for the cheese.
Would you help us fight the bill?
So risky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Wait,
Okay,
we're gonna
great.
think that one. So like, don't grain of salt, okay?
Don't get your hopes up, but
Yeah.
like maybe.
We're just
That would be cool.
thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps you can join me on my voyage. We can find the door. Your
Look,
ship is
You know what?
fast.
Pin that. We're gonna see you later, okay? It's a good talk. Really good
Yeah.
talk. Thanks.
Bye.
Speaking of doors, we're gonna close this.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
You close the door, and I think you, Lux, hear one last, like, thing
We
in your
don't think
mind. And he's just like,
You should consider it.
that's all.
Is he related to the Shadow Orb? They both give
They're
off
both
quite
very
the
creepy.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
So coming at any moment.
Yeah.
They both kind of seem like they might fight him. So that's something, although I don't know if I necessarily trust either of them.
I don't
to
really think
do
the
so.
captain will.
Oh, I feel more confident the captain would than I would do about Morris.
Yeah.
Should we kill some of these mephits before he gets here so that they don't like get released and swarm us? Like we could just go in one at a time now and like go into a room and
Is that old Ben?
It's old Ben.
Oh, he's got a new little token.
sure
got a
does.
token.
He sure does.
It's not on the stream, but
Here, we can put it on the stream. Old Ben does have a cute new token.
Oh gosh. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe we should fight some of
There he
these.
is.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like open up a door and just fight it, and then the next
Exactly.
one at a time.
Yeah, just one at a time, like systematically.
Sure,
You know.
that doesn't like seem super like humane, but like I guess they're not. And I guess that makes the most sense. I understand the
Um,
thought.
Can I just ask what exactly is going on?
Oh,
We're not sure. Your friends are like Morris.
Whoa.
I don't mean like actual friends. Like,
Okay.
take it easy.
Listen, I'm taking it pretty easy. I just raised my hand up and said, "Whoa." I just want to I want to set the level here.
yeah. Okay.
That crazy bastard is not my friend. He's sick.
Oh,
Did
crazy.
you see the way he ate that cheese?
Ew.
Well,
Yeah. That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
okay. Let's not cheese shame.
I'm sorry. It's unpleasant.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they both kind of said maybe they'd fight. Morris thinks Occam could be coming at any time because he's been He's been using sending to speak with him, and yeah. So we're thinking about fighting some of these methods so that Occam can't use them when he gets here.
Yeah.
It is interesting I didn't think he can teleport here, but then he'd just be by himself, right? So, yeah.
Well, there's
Yeah,
also
which
the
is-
elemental in the thingy,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fire elemental.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we should get rid of the fire elemental. That would be.
That's what helps. Like, maybe I'm understanding
ship?
this incorrectly, but yeah, I think it helps run the ship.
No, I
Runs
think
the
it's
ship?
got something to do with the propulsion systems. I mean, we can
Yeah.
keep flying without
Oh.
it, but this thing is really slow as hell, I think,
Yeah.
without that.
Yeah.
Okay. Does the elemental want to be involved in the propulsion systems?
That's not a me question so much.
Okay. Just
I'll be
thinking it
honest.
sounds a little bit like some oppression, maybe.
I
won't disagree with you, to be honest, Doc. It seems actually pretty likely that there's some oppression occurring with that elemental.
Yeah.
I know Occam has a whole other one locked in a cage back at home, so probably was a whole setup.
Sam wants elemental liberation now.
Yeah.
I don't know. That seems, pretty risky.
Yeah.
It is, but like, I don't know.
Well,
Do they have
let's-
thoughts and feelings and emotions? I don't know.
Is that what it takes in order to not be oppressed?
think
We're
so.
still way outside of my comfort zone,
I
so
think
I'm
so.
not sure if you're asking me, but
Get into philosophy, but yeah, I think so.
Lux would also, when she knows a little bit about elementals at this point now, after hitting level 6.
Like, what does an elemental do if it has free
you
will?
want to roll a
Yeah.
I'm gonna say probably like history, though nature would certainly work, and
They're both the same for me, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, and so this is a favorite enemy thing? Is that a thing? You get an advantage, or is that true? You took an elemental
Advantage on survival checks to track it, and
But also
as well as
any
on
intelligence
intelligence
checks
checks. So yeah,
to
I will
recall
do
information.
history then, because that's intelligence. So is nature, so it doesn't matter. What is my roll 20 doing to me right now? Okay.
Roll 20, yeah, a little wonky tonight on us. 18. Yeah, elementals are very strange. They are alien. They are not like people in the sense that like you are. There are many different types of elementals, and some specific types have culture and civilization. You know of like the salamanders, like the hot and the cold ones. You know of creatures that have like social structure and hierarchy. So the elementals have feelings and desires, though they are alien to your own. Like what those feelings and desires are is hard to know. That being said, you feel pretty confident that it doesn't want to be trapped in a crystal.
Yeah.
As a general rule, elementals don't love being bound inside physical objects.
What about these methods?
Yep.
Are they just pure chaos monsters, or are they can they be
You want to see what you know
reasoned
about
with?
methods there, Lux? This is a specific like method check. Same deal. I'll give you like a history check.
Okay. Think.
What? 22.
Very
Or
good.
advantage.
Okay, you know
Oh.
that methods come from the para-elemental planes. There's the 4 elemental planes, your primary ones. There's para-elemental planes, which are often like the bonding of 2 of the primary ones. And that the methods are, in fact, inherently evil. They have a more defined kind of like social structure, and their desires are a little bit more relatable in that, not relatable, understandable, in that their desires are very much to hurt and terrorize and cause pain on anything that is not them, or they're
Yeah.
really like
So, yeah, I think-
nasty, vicious little evil creatures. Sadistic is probably the best descriptor.
Great.
Okay. Should we stop them from
Yeah.
being able to do any of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Probably. Yeah.
One at a time? Just open it
Yeah.
up. And...
What are these methods in here? What are they specifically? Yeah. Interaction with
Smoke
them already?
methods and steam methods.
Cool.
Yep, smoke and
Yeah.
steam.
Okay.
Okay.
It's gonna be hard to just like stab them. What do
Is it?
what?
I don't think so. Just
They're made of steam and smoke. Are they? You know?
yeah, but like
We'll be fine.
yeah, I think it's fine.
I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
right?
yeah,
Okay.
I think it's fine.
I mean, let's try one, right? We can
Yeah.
like deal with one, and we'll see
Yeah.
like what happens, right? Like,
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go to
Can
the.
I? If we're gonna, can I be like? I know Waffle's there, but like, how should we do it?
Oh,
We're all
waffle-
just in a
waffle
line.
flies. You can be.
Okay, yeah,
wherever you
so I'll
want.
be under. So then, like, is this how we're gonna
yeah,
do
I'm
it?
gonna stand up.
This is
back
very
a little bit.
cramped.
No, it's a hallway.
That's,
You can't
there's
back
a
up.
wall there, Lux.
Oh, there's a wall there.
You're in like a 5-foot wide hallway, right? I didn't draw all the line of sight on here because we have the 2 layers of map. But so yeah, you have a wall here. There's a door like right next to Old Ben that leads out. So he's like, I'll wait in the hallway.
No, go
Um,
up. You should go upstairs.
Go upstairs.
Okay.
Please. Hold on. Yeah, thank you.
Come on, buddy. Katie's like,
Come on,
Kate, you
bud.
could. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
There's
gonna
not enough
go-
room here.
I mean-
you can go.
all right, going up,
Yeah.
going upstairs. You got it.
Okay.
Keep Ben safe.
Yep. Yeah.
So I think maybe. Oh, gosh. Have we? We haven't fought any methods before, have we?
Nah, yep. I don't think.
Okay. So I know nothing about them. So yeah. Should we just open one and then we all just fire
Yeah,
away?
and then I'm gonna hit it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a step back
Okay.
because I'll fire at Hi Morris again.
Yeah. What if we like,
Wait.
draw it out into the hallway?
Okay. Then we can
And
flank
we hit
it.
it.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
So what's
Great.
the plan here? You're gonna give
Lex, you have the
Doc
key.
or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Keep backing up.
gosh.
Here,
Okay.
you
Here, Doc.
Yeah.
Doc,
Yeah.
here, take it.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door and let the map fly out and have an attack ready to hit it.
Hold.
Okay, this is beautiful. This is like ultimate player character dreams. Killing methods in a hallway right here. Okay, Doc, you take the key from Lux. Lux like backing up into the hallway in front of Captain Westwind's cell there. Rhea like standing in front of the door, Waffle flying up behind her. Doc, you like slap the beacon, the amulet up against the sigil on the side of the doorway. We see the shimmer on this door of force as it melts, and the method begins to move. Let's have the 4 of you roll initiative.
Great.
I love that
Let's
when the
do
3 of us get together, we like kind like interrogation ever.
I mean, I hope those interrogations were interesting on some level.
Yeah, they are.
I realize Captain
yeah.
Oh my
Westwind
God.
stonewalling, not super fun, but hey, what do you want from her? She's like, oh,
Very cool name.
so just tell you everything so you can take my ship and leave me. How
Sure.
about
Yeah.
No.
Very fair.
Yeah,
it was worth a
very
shot.
valid.
was.
Valid feelings. Yeah.
Definitely worth a shot. Doc, you're up on 23.16 with the 20 on initiative.
Yeah.
You open the door and yep, it's right there next to you.
Okay.
I have like a super like quick question.
Sure,
Like,
question.
and you totally don't have to give this to me.
Mhm.
Like, would like Lux would probably have like hunters mark this thing as she can like clearly see it like before they fight it, but like that doesn't need to happen.
That can happen, sure. Yeah, I'm not worried about being too litigious of the three of you versus one method. Sure, it's hunter's mark,
enough.
Lux. You got it.
Great.
You hunter's
you.
mark before you step past the door. Yep,
Thanks.
no
Great.
problem.
I think I just hold my action to hit it with my battle axe when it comes out into the hallway.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
It's my turn.
Lux, what are you going to do for your turn? Doc's standing in front of the door like the executioner, like a changeling guillotine with the battle axe, just like waiting, just waiting. Lux, what do you got?
I think Lux does a very similar thing, but she just draws her bow and a mushroom arrow and waits for it to appear.
Okay, you
in the
knock
hallway.
an arrow, holding your action to shoot as soon as it appears, aiming past Doc's head. This is hilarious. Rhea?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it. I went into the room and just blocked everything up. No,
Yeah,
I'll
that's
hold
really
the trident
good.
attack. Yeah.
Okay.
Two-handed.
Well, what do you know? It's 10. All of you burn your reactions as the method like flies into the hall like it's like hissing, steam rolling off of it, this like moisture kind of like filling the space. What? I guess let's go. Order of operations. Yeah, Doc, you go first. Make your attacks.
21.
Hits.
8 slashing damage. And I get both my attacks, right?
Uh-huh.
Do I hold my whole action? Great. 27 for 7. So 15. That's my turn.
Got it. Yep. Lux and Rhea, you guys can roll at the same time if you want, for the sake of everybody getting to like pub stomp the poor steam method.
And Lux, we're getting our both of our attacks.
Sure. Yeah. 18. That hits Rhea.
It's two-handed, so 7.
Got it. 7 points of damage. Lux.
18 and 24.
Oh yeah.
And is Hunter's mark is on both of them?
Yeah,
or
it
just
works on
what's
both attacks.
Yeah.
So it's at this point the method like flies into the hall like and Doc, like the axe comes down, the trident jams forward, arrows sailing past Doc as like her hair like flaps up, Waffle just kind of like arcing up over Rhea like as this method like and steam explodes to all of you.
Right.
I need, actually,
Forgot
just Rhea. Mm-hmm.
I did forget that methods do this. I did forget.
I need
Yeah,
just
I
Rhea
did too,
and
but
Doc to make
we wouldn't have known
dexterity
anyway.
saving throws.
You said Dex?
Yep, Rhea and Doc. Lux, you're safe back there. Both of you make it, so you only take, or do you take any damage?
I don't think it's any.
No damage, yeah. No damage. As like steam explodes, like filling the hall space.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll back up and do it again.
Yeah, that's what we do again.
Open the next one.
Doc, Lux, as soon as you step forward, you hear a voice. The voice of Morris. The one called Yana is not here, but you should know. He has arrived.
Occam's here. Occam's here.
What?
Occam's here. He's here. Morris said he's here.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go up, I guess.
Do
Let's
we go?
Let's go.
Where? Ask Morris where.
Up. Where?
Uh-oh.
That's the beacon.
The beacon, the back of the ship.
Okay.
Back of the ship.
Oh,
Are we in
yeah,
initiative
okay.
order? Or can we?
We're
do we
still
roll?
at initiative. Doc, you're up.
Should I
Oh,
moved? Should I have
oh,
moved or not moved?
That is,
Yeah, you're fine. You could have
Okay.
moved. Yeah, that's fine.
uh, oh my gosh.
Don't open the door if he's here.
Yeah, is there like a door or something in
There's
between
one
us?
right behind.
There's a
behind
couple of doors, yeah. So there's a door up here in
Here.
front of Rhea, and then there's one here as well that you're gonna have to get through the engine room to the one there to get into the room he's at. You have a series of doors.
Oh my god. Okay, and what does it take to open these doors?
Nothing. You just can throw them open. None of them are locked. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. So I guess I do. Like. I can. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. That's 30 feet.
That's 30 feet. Great.
That's 130 feet. As Doc goes like charging past Rhea, throws the door open, like bursting through the second set of doors. You come running up into the engine room. The crystal like flaring, this bluish crystal with like this screaming red fire elemental inside of it.
Is that door closed or open?
We could say it's like hanging open as you come like racing forward and you see the figure of this man, Doc, and it looks just like you saw him back at the Aether Station. He's wearing this kind of thin, like silken blue robe, not much for like armaments or anything. His hair like tied up in this kind of bun, long sideburns rolling down the side of his kind of palish face, this long hawkish nose. His rings, or there's not as much ornamentation on him, you notice. He's got like rings on one hand, he's got a couple of things on, but there's not nearly as much jewelry as when you saw him at his house.
Right. Okay. So I can see him right now?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. I am going to.
And above his head are a series of small gemstones. Like a dark blue rhomboid and a pink one, a sort of pale blue one, like orbiting about a foot above his head.
Great. I'm gonna fire a firebolt at him.
Mm-hmm.
23.
23. I think that. Hold on one second. Hold on. Let me get this off of here. Yeah, that hits. He's going to use a reaction and cast Absorb Elements. No, he's not. He doesn't have it. Never mind.
Okay. Cool. So 7 fire damage if he takes that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Waffle's gonna fly forward and dash to be next to him, just like screaming as he runs like bah! And that's my turn.
I love Waffle noises. As Waffle like comes like charging forward. Doc, that's your turn. Lux, you're up on 22.
I can move past Rhea, right?
Yep.
Okay.
What's your move speed?
It is only 30.
Mm-hmm. So you can get like right here to the
Yes, I
space
can
in front of the door.
Yep. Ink. Okay. Can I see him?
I suppose you could throw the door open from here.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Lux like throws the door open, sees him, uses bonus action to like move the hunter's mark to him.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, is the big like crystal thing in the way of like my?
He's
like,
got a bit
cover?
of cover, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, that's partial cover.
I think that. Yeah, screw it. Lux is gonna fire at him anyway.
Okay, Lux, you like knock an arrow back, aiming past Doc, like around the crystal. Waffles kind of fluttering around him. You're looking for the shot. Go for it. First attack, the arrow.
It also should be +2. I keep forgetting.
Wow, 26. I'm double checking with cover. Hits. He can't do anything about that. for 14. Okay.
Second attack. Oh, that's so
Oh.
sad.
Miss.
18.
I think
Yeah.
you fire and it like you're stepping to try to like track him as he's like moving a little bit, shifting, and the arrow just like ricochets off this huge purple crystal with the fire elemental trapped inside of it. Lux, that is your action, your bonus action, and your
I
movement.
think she does like shout out. She's like, "Nice of you to finally show up." That's it.
Oh, you're going to deeply regret thinking that I will make you pay for what you took from me. Where is my Yana? He starts like yelling. And then he goes. This might be bad.
We all
You
die.
guys are in a nice little line there.
Yeah.
Whoops.
All of it, the three, Waffle too.
Yep.
No, I'm not Waffle.
You are in quite a nice little line, aren't you? Quite fortunately for everybody involved, he does not have the requisite things to blast you in the line. So I think he like steps forward, kind of like trying to like shove at Waffle in front of him, and you just hear him like chuckling, like, "I will make you pay for taking this from me." And we see this tiny little red blip roll off of his finger, the red bead like sailing further down the hallway until it gets to like right between the two of you. Poor Doc and Lux. And I'm going to need both of you to roll dexterity saving throws as fireball explodes in the belly of the ship. Yeah, we're going for a good one.
Okay. I'm gonna cast absorb elements.
Can I see either of them?
You could see Lux through the door.
Okay.
Yup, dex save is DC 16. So you have made your dexterity saving throw. Taylor, you're going to take 14. Yup.
I'll dampen elements on Lux, so she'll take half of that.
Oh, wow. That's a reaction.
New.
What is that,
It's
Grace?
new.
How are you doing
Cool.
that?
When a creature within 30 feet of you takes acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage, you can use your action to grant resistance to that creature against that instance of that damage.
What does it
Cool
look like,
nature
Rhea?
cleric.
Yeah,
oh,
cool nature cleric
Lux
shit
obviously
indeed.
gets absorbed by a little fire turtle.
Yes.
like maybe like turtle shells, but fiery. Yeah.
I think that the fireball explodes. Doc, you catch the full force of it, but you cast absorb elements, so you
Yeah.
only take 14 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Lux, you manage to like make your dex save. You pull most of the door closed, right? And the fire like explodes against the door, kind of curling around, rolling over you. But you hear Rhea kind of like call something out from behind, and you see just like this fiery turtle kind of like appear in front of you, absorbing half the heat. So you manage to only take 7 points of fire damage, to which Akam is feeling very pissed. And he's just like, very well, I will go upstairs and get them back myself. And I think you see them like step over here and begin like ascending up the stairs out of line of sight. Waffle can take an attack of opportunity against him as he leaves range.
Okay. Yeah. What
The little like mechanical dragon like lancing out to take a shot at him. 17. That is his AC. He's gonna cast shield.
Okay.
His hands like and we see this like barrier appear as Waffle's tail kind of crashes up against it, grinding. With that, Rhea, you're up on 14-1-3.
Okay, I'm gonna chase. And I can't see him, right?
From here you can't. I think he's got like coverage around like this thing as he's like mostly up the stairs. Sorry, real jerk.
No, it's fine. I guess I'll dash. Can I see him now?
Yes, as you come like racing into the bottom of the stairs, you see him standing at the top of the stairs looking back down at you like, going to chase me then.
Yeah, let's cast spiritual weapon. Bonus action.
So that was your movement, your action to dash, spiritual weapon popping off. We see the spectral form of Chompers the turtle appearing at the top of the stairs.
16 to hit. I said that's not a CC. So misses.
Correct.
Oh, he has shield up too, so yeah. Okay.
Yep, that's correct. That's going to be a miss. We see Chompers like, the spectral turtle chomping into the shield of force. No dice. Rhea, that was your turn. Doc, you're up on 23.
Yeah, okay. It's annoying. Gonna dash up to him. And then I'll also have Waffle go and attack him on his turn, because Waffle is actually in range.
Waffle is in range. So you had to use your action to dash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god. Yep.
Oh, but you come like racing fully up the stairs, so you're able to like kind of close right in with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can Waffle still get him? I don't totally know.
Yeah, yes. Logistically, Waffle could. Here, I'm going to put Waffle even like up in the upper space. How about?
Sure.
But he can like kind of fly up the stairs and definitely get at him.
Great. Okay, Waffle's gonna hit him. 20.
No dice. That's a miss.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay, Lux, you're up on 22.
A rare, not great night so far for Chompers and Waffle.
Yeah.
I know.
The MVPs, yeah.
Yeah.
Chompers and Waffle usually ripping it up. Okay, Lux, you've been left behind.
Yes, Lux is going to she can't see up the stairs right here, right?
Nope. From there, you can't quite see him as you come like dashing through the engine room. You're like standing at the doorway, like peering up. You could just kind of make out the back of Doc.
Okay.
Like imagine if this thing is a full kind of pillar going all the way to the ceiling, right?
Yeah. Gosh, everybody's all up in his grill.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to hit him real bad.
Oh, I did need a concentration check on your hunter's mark.
Yes.
Lux.
Yep.
I'll remember that someday.
Oh,
That's a fail. Your hunter's mark is lost.
big old bummer. Great. Yeah, I guess Lux is gonna. Can she like stow her bow and pull her hand axes? Oh,
Sure, I'll let you stow your bow and pull your hand axes. As you're gonna then what? Use your action to go charging up the stairs?
gosh.
Get an attack on him if he moves.
Yeah, that's very true. Yep. Yeah, because
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm doing. Got her hand out.
Okay.
She comes up.
Okay.
Up the stairs.
You come like racing up the stairs, the bow like slapping back into like the quiver as you like drop down, like pulling the hand axes up out of your belt, charging up the staircase. And I think he just like turns around now, all of you there, and is like, I do not find it surprising that it is the three of you who came into my house and took my Yana from me.
I'd
And
forgotten
that
about
disgusting little frog.
Such a baby.
Sure. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
do
It's like,
not
wait, you took my toys away.
My young.
He's a total jerk. Right. You see him like reach to a vial at his belt that he like pulls out, and he's just like, now you've made me very angry, and he proceeds to throw it to the ground, smashing it. I'm just double checking myself after just right. He throws it to the ground, smashing it as he begins like calling out words in like abyssal, this horrific guttural language, and you see blood spray off the stairs where like this glass vial breaks, and he is literally just like now from beyond, this will deal with you while I fetch my lost thing. Where'd I go? Here, T. I thought I had this loaded already, but I did not. Bear with me. Oh, yeah. And so, like, there's, like, fire all of a sudden, like, just, like, springs to life on the deck of the rover and, like, screams up in this column. And all of a sudden you see, like, hands grab the edges of the fire and pull it open. And stepping out of the inside of the fiery, like, column that you're looking at, this hulking kind of like 8.5 foot tall, gray skinned orc, it almost looks like, except you could smell like brimstone and sulfur rolling off of it, and it's carrying this like enormous nightmare like sword as it looks around at a lot of you like kill, and it leaps at you, Rhea. With this great
it looked like a little tiny bat, and then you pulled the picture, and it's like this.
Yeah, right?
It's like, no, it's big and scary.
That, even
14?
with my shield down, that misses.
14, that misses. It like swings the sword that you knock away with this trident covered in like coral and vines and whatnot, and it chops down again. 14 misses. Excellent. That was Occam's action. For his bonus action, he casts Misty Step.
Fuck this guy.
I know, it's the worst. And he now is like down over here, like, you are not going to have an easy time finishing me, terrible invaders. That's Occam's turn. Rhea, you're up on 14.
All right, I like to cast whole person on this guy.
Hey.
Oh, on the demon or on him?
No, on him.
Okay.
It's a wisdom
holding.
saving throw.
Got
DC
it.
is 16.
Oh my god. Fingers crossed. He has a bonus to that. I'm just double checking all my
of course
weird
he has
stuff.
a bonus.
Nope, I'm just double checking my weird stuff. Wisdom saving throw. What'd you say the DC was?
16.
He rolled 2 16s. 16 and 16. 16. He is not held. You see him like slow for a minute. These like gems rotating in the air above his head, and he like glares at you like, the magic of your feeble turtle will not stop me, Firbolg.
Yeah, I can't get to this. I was just going to get jumpers to Jason, but I can't. So I can't quite get there. So just come and attack this guy instead.
Chompers floating down from over the staircase. The spectral turtle chomps down in at the demon orc. 14, unfortunately, is a miss.
That's a turn. I'll move down one space, I think.
Okay,
Actually,
you got
let's
it.
move. Let's go here.
Rhea, like shuffling back to the wall, circles in around the Tanarok with like Occam just off to her side. Doc, you're up on 23.
Okay, I am going to move here and hit Occam with my battle axe a couple times.
Got it. You come charging down the stairs, like leaping off the bottom couple of steps, darting around the smoking brimstone Tanarok as you try to smash Occam with the battle axe a couple times. Go for it.
Yeah. 19?
Oh, gosh. He cast shield again.
Okay.
He's going to be very annoying. I'm sorry, but
No, that's okay. I'm going to make him use his reactions and his spell slots.
Yeah.
Yup. We see a second barrier appear. That's a miss. Second attack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, critical one. The axe like hammering into this invisible shield. He's just like laughing at you from the other side of it, like, ha 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 ha. You are not interesting enough for me to put on display, changelings, but perhaps I will keep your furball. That's Doc. That's your action, bonus action.
Yeah, Waffle has enough movement to get down here. Sorry, a very tiny roll 20. Okay, and Waffle's going to hit him from the other side.
Ooh, Waffle flying through the doorway over Occam's head is going to attack flanking.
Yeah.
Ah!
20!
I spoke too soon about Waffle. And
Yeah.
Oh my God, Waffle is.
Wow,
wow,
that's pretty abysmal damage.
That's pathetic damage. That's really pathetic damage. Doc, as you were standing right up on Occam, I'd like you to make an Arcana check. Rhea, you can do it as well when Waffle like smashes into him from behind.
That's minimum damage, eh?
Yeah.
Any damage is good damage, as I say.
It's minimum damage. Okay, Rhea, you don't really know what's going on.
Nope.
Doc, it becomes pretty evident to you that like he has some kind of nullifying field or something around him as Waffle smashes into him, bypassing the shield spell, but appears to have hit some type of like secondary force barrier that's around him.
Any
Take
chance
that
with
for
that I
what you
know if
will.
it's related to the like spinny things above him?
You're not sure. Hard to say. Yep, hard to say in the heat of the moment. That's your action. That's your bonus action, Doc. Lux, you're up on 22.
I think Lux like sighs and like pulls her out again.
The axe is dropping to the stairs. I could imagine them like thunk, thunk,
Yeah.
as like they both just kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
And the bow comes back out, arrow knocked.
Yes, and gosh. Yeah, she's gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark him again.
Okay.
And yeah, release another 2 arrows. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey! Oh my God, you guys are now popping off. Can't shield that, Occam.
Oh.
Can you? Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. All right. And Hunter's Mark. Okay. Second shot. Wah.
Second shot's gonna be a miss. Like he kind of like wheels at you. The first one like arcing and it plunges down into his shoulder, tearing through like the silken robes. You hear him kind of like cry out as he like staggers back into the door frame, and then he turns, like his hand shifting, and the invisible shield is kind of interposed. Your arrow smashing into it to no avail. Lux, that's your action. Bonus action. You got a little bit of movement.
Gosh. I think she'll take 1 step in.
Okay. Tannerot goes. It's going to step in here next to Doc and take 2 attacks at you, flanking with advantage, Doc. Oof. 20 and 20!
I'm going to cast Shield for the first one.
Okay.
It's not going to do anything for the second one, though.
Okay. 21 points of slashing damage as you cast shield. I think like staggering down while he brings the sword in like this huge overhand chop, and you're able to like deflect it easily but impossibly faster than you expect this like hulking thing to move. The sword like drags along the edge of your shield and just chops back in, like clipping your elbow, blood like dripping down off your arm, like you're pretty sure bones are broken. That hurt badly. That's the Tannerok's turn. Occam goes. He proceeds to cast. I'm double checking myself. You see him like looking a little like frantically as he peers like past you at this demon. And then he looks back at you, kind of fire in his eyes, Doc. And yeah, he reaches down to another pouch at his belt, and you watch him like pull out like what looks like a pinch of hair that he just sort of rolls through his fingers, and they flare to life with like this bluish light that then just like begins enveloping him as he's gonna cast Tensor's Transformation on himself. And so you watch as like his body begins like hulking a little bit, his shoulders like filling out, muscles swelling, and that's his action. And then, yeah, for his bonus action, he like closes his fist, and you realize now that you're close to him, Doc, he has on the bracelet that has a series of chains that are going to like rings on 3 of the fingers of his left hand, and he sort of like closes his hand, and as it opens, like this hammer made seemingly of like pure force appears in his hand as he's looking at you. That's his turn. Rhea, you're up on 14.
I would like to try to cast Whole Person on. So same thing. DC 16.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay. That's a 15. He fails. Hold on, let me double check if he's not getting anything crazy from Tensor's Transformation. Right, he has proficiency in strength and con saving throws, which don't matter. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. He is held.
Okay.
He has nothing to prevent paralyzation. Yep, he's held.
Let's have Chompers come. Let's go here and then attack Occam.
Okay.
17 because his advantage, right? Is he?
Yup, he is held, so you have advantage. Yup. Let's double check held. Just drop hold person in the chat.
It's in there.
You just did.
They're paralyzed.
Paralyzed, yeah, so he's definitely in bad shape. You have advantage for sure.
Does it hit? 17?
Yep. It will. Wait, did he cast shield this round? He did cast shield this round, didn't he?
But he just took his turn. Taylor,
You're
on
right.
mute.
You're correct. Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah. 12 force damage.
Chompers.
Nice.
Okay, that's my turn.
Very nice. Very nice. Doc, you're up on 23.
Cool. I'm gonna hit him a bunch. Because I hate him.
Oh, could I have done something at the end of my turn?
Sure.
Could I have yelled, Cade, come down here. Grab a buddy that's not Ben. Calling.
Help!
Out. See if that works. Help! Help!
Help!
Help me! That's my next character voice.
Oh my God.
Help me!
Help!
Help!
All right, sorry.
It's all good. Does 19 hit?
19 hits.
Okay, so 10 slashing damage.
For Occam.
Yeah.
Okay.
20.
These rolls are all technically, I'm sorry, I just have to like make these concentration checks. This is going to be technically a +4, so that made it. Oh, brutal. 10. Hold on, I'm trying to do the grace math. That was 12. That made it. No, that makes it the 17 one. These both make it. Those are both 10s technically. Final one. Okay.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. That's another 23 points of slashing damage as you just chop into him with the axe twice, Doc.
Yep. And then Waffle's gonna hit him with his turn. Also at advantage. 21.
Yes.
It's for 4 force damage. Again, minimal damage.
Gotta make a con save though.
Roll
Yep,
another
he
con
sure
save.
does.
Yeah.
+4. 13, he makes it. Okay. Yeah, he's not looking great. He went from like completely
He has to roll
fine.
a 1 in order to not make his con save. That's just...
5
5
would have failed him. Yeah, so like I'm still
Right, but the 6 is 2 plus 4.
It's 10 unless the damage is more than if half the
20.
damage is more than 10.
No, I understand that, but this 6, it's a rolled 2 plus 4. Like the 5 was
it's
the
actually
Oh, I do
technically
see.
he's rolling +8. That's true. Yeah,
Got
that
it.
is true.
So,
yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
so he's
yeah.
got to roll a nat 1 in order to fail his con save. Just
Or you just guys got to nuke him. Do a lot of damage.
or that.
Right.
Yeah, that is the plan. That is my turn.
Doc, you just unload on this paralyzed man in his silken robe with this fancy ring, chain, glove, and his floating gemstone headgear.
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna not be flanked. I'm gonna move. There we go. That's my turn.
It's going to take an attack of opportunity at you if you
Oh
do that.
fuck! Of course it is.
You
Yeah,
can move
no.
where you can move where Chompers is.
Can I? Okay, great.
You can occupy the same space.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, yeah, that's correct.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. Doc, that was your turn. Lux, you're up on 22.
Yep. Question.
I'm just going to wiggle Chompers just for clarity,
You got
visual clarity. Okay.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah. Gosh. Is it worth asking this question?
This is the time of the stream where Pinky just sits underneath my chair and screams at me.
Oh.
Like, I don't know if you guys can hear him, but he's just like, "Mrr, mrr,
Can't hear him.
mrr, mrr." It's like, dude, I'm right. I know, I'm right here. And then he can't even jump on my lap. He's got to climb up one claw at a time in my hip. It's like, come on, man, go back to sleep. You've been sleeping for 12 hours. What do you want from me? A little munch on
Hi, buddy.
He, you want? Does Lux know if this thing is a fiend?
Make an Arcana or Religion check.
Guess yeah, just generally what it is. 18.
Yeah, you're not exactly sure if it's a devil or a demon, but like, yeah, he just did some kind of evil fiend summoning. Sure. It smells like brimstone.
It's
very
fiend.
evil looking.
Yeah,
it's
great.
fiendish.
Great. Okay. All right. So I think
You fiend.
fiend.
You fiend.
Ah, man. Sorry, I'm just trying to make a decision here. How are you looking, Doc? Like after that?
Oh, not great.
Yeah.
Oh, not great. Poor dog.
Yeah, I think Lux is gonna like. Gosh, this sucks. I'm like, I keep running in and out of melee range. Lux is gonna run over to Doc around this thing, and is going to cast Protection from Evil and Good, dropping the Hunter's Mark because that's more important. Doc is more important than anything.
So you cast Protection from Evil and Good on Doc.
On Doc.
Okay. You come like racing up. What does that look like?
I think Lux kind of like runs up and like in her hand like manifests this like light, and she kind of like as she comes up to Doc, she kind of like throws it like at her shoulder, and like Doc gets like enveloped in this sort of like light, protective light from Lux.
Okay. Occam gets to make another save at the end of his turn, Grace.
Is the thing in the turn order?
Okay. No, it's just going on his turn.
Okay.
And so it will go. It sees you, Lux, cast Protection from Good and Evil on Doc. It's got eyes for Doc, and then it just turns looking at you. Do any of you all speak Abyssal? Nobody speaks Abyssal, right? I know, like, Lux speaks a bunch of crazy languages.
Evan, not Abyssal.
Not a bit.
It just turns and looks at you like, and then attacks horribly. Right?
We love to see it.
Yeah.
No,
how could you
don't.
not?
Oh gosh.
Yep, those
that's
definitely
so
was it.
Oh,
25 and 22. It hits you twice, Lux, for 14 and 12 points of slashing damage. That's 26 altogether. I need 2 separate concentration checks on your protection from good and evil.
Yeah.
DC 10.
Yep. Well, that was a decision that I made. This is great.
Also, it seems much less focused than it was momentarily ago. Like, it seems like it's now, like, completely off the chain.
Oh my god.
That's a fail on the second one.
no.
Protection from good and evil drops as you like smash into the wall. He hits you the first time in the shoulder. Your armor like taking the blow so it doesn't like take your arm off. And then like the second shot is him like just smashing you into the wall with the flat of the sword. Your head snaps back like cracking into the wall. You lose focus for a minute. The spell drops. Occam rolled an 18 on his save. He like and he's like glaring at you now, Rhea, this force hammer clutched in one hand. Like, I will make you pay for that fur bulk. Rhea, you're up.
Never have I wasted a turn so hard than I did that.
I've seen you make a lot of turns.
Thanks,
and I bet
Rich.
if I were to be careful, we could find a worse one
yeah,
out there.
I'm
That
sure
wasn't
you
that
could.
bad. What I'm trying to say is that wasn't that bad.
That was horrible.
I'm such a bastard.
A ranger
Rhea.
just ran into melee, wasted 2 spell slots, and lost concentration. Ugh.
Rhea, I feel like I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, I think we'll cast Hold Person, but
Whoa,
I only have it.
it's
I
right.
only have it at 3rd level, so I'm gonna have to upcast it.
Just like
I could try to, another humanoid, but I don't think that thing is a humanoid. It's a fiend, but I'll try it. We'll see. I don't think it'll
so you're
work.
just upcasting Hold Person to catch both of them, right?
I just have to because I don't have any more
Got it.
second
And
level spells.
he's just like yammering at you, Rhea. I will take you, Furbulk, and put you in a cage that will be so small. You will be so angry when I place you in it that you will spend all the... Oh, 16. He's just like, you cannot stop me. Your feeble turtle god has no power here.
Between the two of you, who's looking? Who's? How are you both looking? Pretty, not great, right?
Pretty beat up.
I mean, Lux is at like 22, so like I'm
I'm
not
at 17.
like horrible, but yeah.
One hit could take down.
Yeah. Doing. Gosh, I'm so upset. I can't believe.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
So you both get
popping
6
off.
thank you.
HP. It's not a bunch, but I don't want to move to. I can't. I need it. It has to be my bonus action
we
anyway. So.
Appreciate you.
There he
Okay.
is.
Hey!
Hey.
If he fights us,
Alpha.
I'm gonna be so
That would really suck, wouldn't it?
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, excellent. Top of the round, Doc, you were up as you hear the yell from the top of the stairs like, he's here! He's here now! No, that really was them yelling with me. They weren't joking. We gotta go!
Oh, yeah. Shouldn't be so sarcastic with him all the time.
Yeah, I guess.
Be like, yeah, no, we told you that. Come and do something.
Good thing I've still got this axe!
Great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit Occam some more.
You go for it.
Are you moving
Wait,
there?
you step... Okay.
Yeah. So that I get flanking.
She's like...
Oh.
23
Okay.
for 12.
Wait, couldn't you move? Sorry, couldn't you move Waffle for? Can you move him?
Waffle has to move after. Waffle, technically,
Oh.
according to the rules, has to go after my turn.
Oh.
Mm.
I don't know if Rich was ever going to hold me to that, but I'm holding me to that.
That's fair.
I appreciate it. Thank you for that. The 23. I can't stop that. That hits. That's 12 points of slashing damage. Second attack.
Can I get a con save from him for whatever he's
Yeah.
concentrating on?
Yeah, it's a real... Oh, geez. That was not correct. Hold on a second. I just wrote a bunch of bad damage. Am I putting that on your character or on him? I thought I just gave you like 100 and something hit points. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
you did
getting
not.
panicky. I'm getting panicky because you guys had to show up and start hassling my poor freaking Occam. Oh! Oh!
Yes, we
Tensor's
finally got it.
What's the opposite of a
transformation.
20?
Yeah.
Tensor's transfer. It's a 1.
That
One.
one.
Tensor's transformation drops, meaning he loses his 50 temporary hit points, and advantage on attack rolls, and an extra 2d12 force damage, and proficiency and all this other great stuff, and 2 attacks around, and advantage on all those attacks. So that sucks
And
for him.
And he's got to make a DC's 15 Constitution saving throw.
Yep, he sure does. So he no longer has +4 to this. He's just rolling flat.
That's not bad. It's just ability. Isn't one level of exhaustion? It's just ability checks, right?
Yeah, it's
So.
just
Yeah,
ability
he
check.
does have one level of exhaustion now, as you see him he's still holding this force hammer in one hand. He seems a bit rattled. Doc, that was your first attack. Second attack.
I'm gonna hit him again.
That was so good.
22
Hits.
for 13 slashing damage.
Got him. Yep, okay.
Now, Waffle is gonna go and hit him. 24
Hits.
for 8 force damage.
Okay, got it.
Cool. And then because I forgot to move me before I moved Waffle, Waffle's gonna like take a step to the left, and that's gonna be my turn.
Okay, so Waffle cracks him in the head with his little tail and shifts over. And it's at this point we hear him like, "No! Must finish, must survive." And he's like shrinking in front of you. And you're watching his facial features all begin to melt, and it looks almost like sweat is like pouring off of his face and out from under his hairline. His clothes suddenly are like soaking wet, water dripping into the ground all around you, at which point the entirety of his form melts into what seems to be a puddle of water at the floor. The robe falling into it, the rings and this bracelet jangling to the stone, tink, 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 the 3 ion stones falling and bouncing, literally laid to rest amidst the puddle here in the water. And just like that, Occam is gone. Though the screaming demon in the bottom of the ship is still here with you. Doc, that was your turn. Lux, you're up on 22.
Yeah.
Awesome. Here's a question. If I flank with Rhea and shoot with my bow, is it a straight roll or is it disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's a disadvantage. No
Flanking
flanking
only
with
applies to
ranged
melee
weapons.
attacks, which was clarified for me in a PSR game yesterday.
Wah.
That's what I
Sucks.
figured, but to
It
clarify.
does suck.
Yeah, because my hand axes are all the way over yonder.
Aye, they are.
And that's all that I have. Yeah, gosh, I should have kept that axe, huh? Yeah, I guess Lux has no choice. She'll just fire at this thing.
Point blank.
Okay.
Point blank.
Point blank shot. Disadvantage.
12.
Miss. You're like, and he just like smashes the bow, the arrow,
Oh.
thunk, into the ground. 20
20?
will hit. The second one, you like pull it up and real quick, like short pull the bowstring, and he goes to like shove his sword up to deflect, but I think you bury an arrow into his forearm. Roll damage.
Inner warrior.
Okay.
Pajink and Pachank. 17.
This is technically only the 11 plus 6 is going to be 17 points of damage. Very nice. You punch an arrow like into his arm, and he kind of like growls. Ooh. Oh no. Okay. Cool. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. Unfortunately, he's going to use his Unbridled Fury, and in response to taking damage from you while you're in melee range, he uses his reaction to just chop you.
Ow.
He's just like...
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yep.
And he brings the sword up, cleaving back into you for another 15 points of damage, Lux. That's your turn. Cade goes on 15. I think Cade yells down to you, Lux.
What the hell are you doing? You can't fight with that thing in there! Catch, you idiot!
And I think he throws his great axe at you.
Him giving an axe to
throwing
Lux is amazing.
I think he throws his great axe to you from up here as he's running down the stairs. Roll a dexterity check.
Yeah,
Lux.
yeah.
See if this axe like
If you're
chops at
willing
you.
to drop, your bow.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, your bow falls to the ground. 11 is fine. The axe is like insanely heavy, so I think you catch it and you're like, whoa, like smashing into the wall a little bit. And as he's running down, I think he just crouches and like yanks your axes up out of the stairs, like
Conflict.
"Ah!" and jumps off the stairs with like the two hand axes like cleaving down at this thing.
Amazing.
Yeah, that is pretty amazing. I'm gonna these are not the same damage dice, but I'm gonna attack with this for a second. He basically sucks though. 9 misses, 18 does hit for
Could have
what
taken
do
a
you got
step
here,
and
Cade?
gotten a different friend.
Listen, he's being dramatic and awesome. That wasn't good enough that he just
Cade
gave
rushes
you an
in.
axe. He jumps down, cleaving into the back of the thing with one of your hand axes for 5 points of damage. That's Cade's turn. It goes. I think it wheels. Nah, I don't think it actually cares about him necessarily. Well, maybe it does. Let's roll. Let's see. Clockwise, starting with Cade. It's gonna keep trying to kill you, Lux. I'm really sorry about this. It's gonna just lunge forward and tries to bite you in the throat.
Love that.
10 will be a miss, and then it punches out with the great sword. 9, also a miss. You manage to drop the great axe, blasting away his great sword. Defended. Rhea, you're up on 14.
Let's move over here and cast Cure Wounds on Lux.
Oh.
13 points of healing.
Wow,
And then
nice.
let's have Chompers come up and attack. 19
Hey.
Hits.
for 10 force damage.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
That's your turn.
Rhea, that's your turn. Doc, you're up on 23.
Great. I'm gonna move here and attack it twice. 27
This chess game of you all repositioning
Yeah.
is great.
Yes.
for 7 slashing damage, and again.
Yup.
Uh,
Doc, cleaving into it again. Yep.
Yeah, 26 for 9 slashing damage.
There's black steaming blood pouring out of it all over the place now as you all are circling around it, chopping and slashing. Doc, that's your action. Bonus action?
Yeah, bonus action. Waffle flies over and attacks it, flanking with Lux.
Oh.
20! Waffle with the second 20
Yep.
of the night.
Yeah,
Unreal.
this one did much more damage, so 16 force damage.
Oh.
That's a little more like it, but
Yeah, there we go. Those are some decent rolls.
wow. Yeah, I hate to do it, but when Waffle crits him, he burns his reaction and is gonna use his unbridled fury to attack Waffle.
Yeah.
26 hits. He cleaves down into Waffle for 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Doc, that's your turn. Lux, you're up. You got a great axe.
Yeah. Yeah, Lux swings out with the great axe.
You're flanking
change-
with Waffle.
The changelings are wielding axes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the same as a great sword, basically? Or
Yeah, it's 1d12 instead of 2d6 on the damage, but your attacks should be the same as your hand axes. It's trained plus your proficiency modifier, right?
let me do this. Think.
You got it. You dragged one in. Excellent.
Oh!
You're a champion.
There we go.
Oh my god. Epic, epic, epic. Lux.
Kill it.
And that is what I like.
18 points of slashing damage as you cleave into this thing with Cade's axe. You have a second attack.
19.
Hits.
Oh, max damage.
Lux, what does it look like?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think Lux does the classic. Like, she takes the great axe and, like, smashes it in the stomach with the front and then just, like, brings it around and, like, hits it in the side of as hard as she can, just digging into the side of it.
And I think it's just like cursing an abyssal, like it's like black smoke is like rolling out of the like wounds, and then like this column of fire just like flares like a torch where it was standing, kind of scorching the deck black, and it like vanishes, leaving the room filled with putrid black smoke.
How are?
Yeah.
No, you go.
No, Cade is like, and I think he looks over at you like, you see? What the hell is wrong with you? You can't be messing around with your bow when you're standing
up,
right
guys.
there.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah.
You
yeah.
showed
Listen,
up.
I'm
Did
just
you
saying.
see-
Did you see how
where my
good she hit that
hand
thing?
axes were?
I gave her my. Yeah, I'm holding them right here.
Exactly.
All right, well.
What am
look,
I?
I'm just trying to say, maybe this
You
is
just
also-
killed
I
the
also
thing.
water
hit
under
it
the bridge.
with the
Yeah.
I
arrow.
thought maybe there could be a little bit of bonding here.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Not when you. Yeah.
Yeah,
come
not
on.
when you come in
Actually,
and
hey-
start criticizing.
Well, hey, actually, like, can we just you want to trade these?
Wait, like permanently?
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Not really.
I mean, how?
It's
what-
kind of a
How much
shitty
is it worth
deal
to
for
you?
me.
Here. Oh, true. I got money.
Okay.
You want some money?
Yeah, I got money.
Wait a minute.
While
wait a
while
minute.
y'all are
Hold
doing
on,
this,
hold
can I
on.
check
Look,
that, like,
look. I got a great
actually-
idea.
Oh, I want to pick up the iron stones.
Yeah. Oh
and,
my
like,
gosh, all the
yeah.
goodies.
Like
that
he
fell.
turned to
Yeah, I
water.
think-
I want to make sure that that wasn't like some illusory. Like, was that him? Was that
No.
actually?
Okay, so just like we said, as Lux and Cade are going back and forth,
Yeah.
and I think you're like Tracy's, and he's like, I don't know, and then he's like, wait a minute, and he leans down and like picks up the Tanarok's crazy fucking sword off the ground, and he's
Yeah.
like, all right, fuck it.
There you go.
Here, you want one of these back?
Want your hand axes back?
Yeah,
If
sure.
you take one, I'll take one. All right,
Yeah.
now we're like axe buddies.
Yeah. Lux with a giant axe.
Meanwhile, Rhea is just like doubled over, the huge form of the furball, like bink, bink, picking gems up out of the water,
Yeah.
right?
His rings, his everything.
Doc, what are you trying to ascertain
I'm just
about
trying
it?
to figure out, like, is he gone? Is he dead?
Yeah,
Or
he
was
said
that,
a
like-
thing that was that said
Make an Arcana check
must
for me,
worship,
Doc.
like must do it for
Was
Occam or
not
something.
him.
Yeah,
Make an
it
Arcana
doesn't
check
seem
for me,
like him.
Doc.
Well, and like he was described
10.
as not having a lot of his like stuff. Like he didn't look as decked out as he did when like, we
Yeah.
first saw him.
Not sure. You feel pretty confident that whatever creature was here, you just destroyed. That like it died, it melted into a puddle of water.
Yep.
It's not like it didn't flee or escape elsewhere, but you're not exactly sure what the implications of that are.
Yeah. I'm skeptical.
Should ask Morris if he knows what just happened.
Yeah.
Mm.
How are you
I
both
think-
looking? How are you feeling? I could cast some cure wounds. I have another. I have one last third level spell slot, but it doesn't do. Much.
Hold on to it. Hold on to it.
Yeah.
You want me to cast a cure wounds? Which of you is? I can cast it twice. I'll cast it once on each of you.
Okay.
Whoever has more can take, or less can take.
I have 23.
26. So I'll take the 9.
Okay.
And so yeah, I think like Cade is like, wow. That was him?
No.
No.
Mm,
Oh no, I mean I was gonna say it's definitely not him, but it looked like him.
Yeah.
how does he do that? What did he do?
Yeah. Dude.
Fuck if I know.
I've heard rumors he's in more than one place at the same time, but I mean, I've never seen anyone actually kill him, you know?
Yeah, I imagine you still haven't seen that.
I don't.
Oh, he literally did.
don't
Morris
think
did
so.
say
I
he could be in more than one place at one time, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to go find him.
Still pretty satisfying, though.
Yeah, I mean, that was great. You saw how I was useful? I know I could have been here sooner. I'm sorry, I was with
I didn't
buddy
call
upstairs
you.
you were
there,
with,
but
you were-
with Ben. Like, you were buddy. It's fine.
You came as soon as
Yeah,
we
dude.
called.
All right, I'm here. I think it's like at that point that Ben comes like fluttering through the top of the stairs.
Hey,
He's got
buddy.
his crossbow, like, point me at him.
No.
He's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gone.
Should we go back to killing methods?
Right now? I don't know. I think we gotta rest up a bit. Well, it was
Yeah,
pretty, I guess.
like
Not
a-
bad.
Wow, there. I mean, you guys, you look all right, but also there's a lot of blood all over Lux there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Got very moist out here too. I don't know what's going on with that, or
Yeah, we gotta make sure it doesn't mold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, Captain Westwind would be pretty upset about that. I know I would be.
Yeah.
Moldy ship. Not good.
yes, so the three of you are standing here. Basically, what you're able to collect up off of this Occam or whatever, there were 3 ion stones, and then this bracelet that was attached to like these 3 rings on his one hand, and his robe, and yeah.
Bring him to. Oh, you can identify.
Rings.
Yeah.
Huh?
Can I? I don't have it prepared. Wait, do I? I do not.
Right?
Okay, we'll bring it.
I
to
always
Ridge.
forget that you guys have to prepare. Yeah.
Yeah, I still
I
have to
was, like,
have it
spoiled.
prepared. And because
Yep.
Troy's usually here, I didn't bother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
We'll bring him to Reg. Do we want to talk to Morris now? Do you think he's gonna give us any? I mean,
I mean,
we that
just-
wasn't him.
Yeah. Let's go. Why not? Let's go knock.
But I want to know why he knew knew that he was coming. He gave us a heads up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Answer our
Yeah, I think-
questions, guy.
Okay,
and
so
Lux
you guys.
walks over like with the great axe in hand, like covered in blood, and oh, and then
Open
realizes that Doc has the key to the door.
Yeah, Doc is.
Oh yeah, I will also walk up and open it.
Put us back in the big screen here.
Okay.
So, you come walking down to Morris's cage. You're gonna unlock it, Doc?
Yeah.
Okay. And you just hear his voice in your mind, like, thank you.
For what?
Oh, I thought you were releasing me because you promised.
Well, we haven't killed him yet.
That was an Occam.
Oh. Was it not?
It turned into a puddle. How does he? What is that?
Perhaps that was him. I've heard it posited by sages that we are composed of mostly water.
Oh, no. No.
No. That's not how that works. There's definitely like other things.
Put my trident right up to his like chest.
There's no need for this.
Well, just tell us.
Mess around. You said that he could appear in multiple places at once. So what is it?
Do you all know all of each other's secrets? I cannot be sure what exact tricks he uses. I know that word is he has been seen here while also there. I have heard it reported from those whom I trust implicitly, to speak true words at least, that he was at the Aether Station while also he stood on the deck of the rover many days from that place. What exact trick he has used, I am uncertain. He is a man of many secrets.
I mean, did he have any like weird creatures around him that could like, I don't know, look
Countless.
Well, I mean, yeah.
If you speak of doppelgangers and the like, I think he like looks like from you, Lux, to Doc and like back, like he shrugs. He doesn't shrug that much because he's tied up, but like he shrugs as best he can. Like he's like, your people are not a monolith.
I understand that there are entire ships that are in fact related somehow to you and your kin and blood. Some doppelganger hiring with him would be no surprise, but they do not turn into water when they're killed, do they?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, so how did you said he was coming?
You told me to maintain communications.
Yeah, okay.
He said to prepare myself, that he was stepping in now and would make for the cell to free us.
So he
Was
lied to
very-
you.
Did he?
It wasn't him.
Wasn't it?
No.
No,
No.
I keep telling you, it's not him. Turned into a puddle.
But it wore his face
Yeah.
Yeah, but
think
that's not how
and
that
had
works.
his voice.
I mean,
It-
it
but
would
it said like, what did it say? Like have to like
have to protect. I don't know, something like protect or save. I don't remember.
Occam, like I don't know, something. Clearly not Occam.
Whether it was him or not, I imagine that if you had not been here to intercept it,
He would
he would have sought to free us and the methods quickly
Yeah,
to retake the ship.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
probably.
agree.
Half a truth is not so much as a lie always, but I see your point.
How many
And
times has he been somewhere? How many places has he ever been? More than 2?
I cannot say with certainty.
Can I insight it? Can I tell if it sounds?
Sure. Make an insight check.
I think he's just like, I do not know the width and breadth of his abilities, but I am certain he has been in at least 2 places at once.
And he seems like he's being honest, right? Like he's just like, I don't know everything about this guy, right? I know like a lot, but
I think he's just like, what will you do then?
We're gonna go find him and kill him,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
we're still gonna do our
That's an excellent choice.
I want to
The
go
only
right
true
there.
hope is to strike at his home. He will be afraid now that you have defeated whatever version he sent.
Yep.
yeah,
Okay. Well,
Well,
thanks
bye.
we're gonna do that.
again, yeah.
Yeah,
Would you like for me to call on power
No,
from the
no, no,
oblivion
no,
that
no,
waits
no,
beyond?
no.
Nope. That can stay.
Clan-
where
you talking about Clancy?
No.
What?
No. No, not Clancy. Though I suspect. Do you worship the turtle?
Yeah, obviously.
Then we are not altogether different, Fairbolg.
We're pretty different. But you could
all
convert.
have
You could
names?
convert.
Total
Yeah,
oblivion.
do you need a pamphlet?
Yeah, I think I'll just like take a pamphlet on my and like start. I don't know if I have, but like lay it out in a way.
you could pin it on the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like pin it, and I need to put 2 up so you can see the front and the back.
Oh,
There
yeah,
we
yeah.
go. Now he has some reading material.
Reading material.
I think he's just like, I will endeavor to learn these materials. Do you have names I should be using? I feel that our relationship has grown deeper in these past exchanges.
No, I don't think you need to know our names.
I'm surprised you don't know them already.
Yeah.
If you were like sent here to kill us.
Yeah.
I do. I was being polite.
Okay.
What are they?
Right.
What are our names?
You are the one called Doc. And that means you must be the pilot, Lux.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you are Rhea.
All right, fine. You knew them. Okay, bye.
I think
What-
like
what are
as
our
you're
last
walking away,
names?
he's like speaking.
You should consider an alliance. After I read your pamphlet, perhaps you would let me speak to you about the great void from beyond.
I imagine like the force hail drives. You know?
Bye.
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 You too could have redemption.
No.
Yeah, and so I think that, like, yeah, the three of you have the ion stones. You have the glub. There's the puddle that was Occam and the scorch mark that was his demon. Cade's got a new sword. Lux has a new axe. Old Ben has got buddies. And so you're going to double back to wake the professor up. You're going to double back to wake the professor from his short nap to identify the new trinkets that have been acquired and prepare to double back to the Aether Station to finish this once and for all.
Yeah.
Yeah. First, I'm gonna kill more methods, but yeah.
We'll kill all of them.
Yeah, we'll kill them up.
Yeah.
Okay. Method killing will occur. I think all that being said, probably, I think this is where we leave our adventurers tonight, right? The closing montage of like the three women of the Dragonfly, like striding off the rover, walking the distance. I think the camera like panning away as we just trail the three of you, and then we see Cade and Ben and Sharp Jumper on the deck of the rover, like all like kind of exasperated, having a conversation. You know? Cade's got this big sword, Lux with this huge axe as like the kind of mirror to like the bow on one shoulder, the axe handle on the other. All of you like banged and battered, walking like a couple of badasses between your two spaceships on an asteroid with an interplanar gate that's opening to the Shadowfell, hurtling through the midst of this entire asteroid cluster that is a planet ripping itself to pieces. And that's where we'll leave our adventures today. Huzzah. That was
I think
badass.
does go back to get Ben though.
Oh, okay.
Does not
You
leave.
like there is like the post-credit scene is you being like, we can't leave Ben with these
Nope.
maniacs. Yeah,
like,
he's like,
no.
but my buddy.
You're my buddy again.
That fight
yeah.
felt so hectic at first, and then
Yes.
this
Oh my god.
tides shifted.
Yeah, it's almost like if you paralyze the wizard and then beat the shit out of him with multiple attacks, it's like things go much better.
Yeah, but you use all your spell slots. Yeah.
That was great, by the way.
It was
That
very
was good
fun.
tactics. I like the commitment to the hold person. It is that good. It is that good. It was worth like,
Wait,
the upcast.
Was he a was this the, it was a it must have been a humanoid. I would have given it away if it was not a humanoid. Right. But also it wouldn't have worked. It's not a humanoid.
Oh, clever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to know what the deal with that is.
I know.
Doing.
Yep.
Very fun. Rich, it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yes.
It was a good time.
I had such a good time. Did you guys have fun? Yes.
Yeah.
I hope it was fun.
I did have fun. I wasn't anticipating attacking you guys with Occam, knowing that we only had 3 of you this week. But then it was like, well, what am I waiting for? And also, like, yeah, like, it's time. He's coming. And so the decision to interrogate the people was good. And I was like, oh, like, am I just going to attack you while you're talking to Captain Westwind? But I really wanted the conversation with
It's
Morris.
such a. I pretty hate that guy.
You guys talk to a lot of weird things.
I
today.
do actually. I don't hate. I also love him at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
No, I serve a greater purpose. The void. I must find the door. Like it's just like he's so
Yeah.
delightfully
I know.
weird. I love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
You may
Very
ask,
curious about this fact that I was like blatantly lying to him, and he seems to know that, but also seems to think
Doesn't
that
care.
promise is a thing. I don't know.
Hey, I mean,
who's to say? I love that ask like straight up is like now like okay, how about you, Doc? Like you're the superior
Yeah.
life form. Bond with me, you know, allow me to achieve my higher function, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't know if Doc would be into this or not. He's kind of creepy.
Oh, don't worry. Next week it'll speak to you telepathically and like really give you the full rundown. Yeah. It didn't want to do that in front of Lux because she's like saying that it's nefarious. It's
I've
canon.
already heard the spiel from, or at least a minor spiel from.
I was gonna say maybe the spiel
Professor.
gets more enticing.
It very well might.
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah, with also,
teleport
like,
to
the
and fro
consequences
from
that
the
he has to
Shadowfell. Huh?
I mean, just the rundown. It has not like you all don't necessarily know this yet, but like if you watch the stream, the professor was able to discern that you can bond with it, And he was like, what happens if you bond with it? It's like, well, first of all, I speak all these languages, which you could then speak. And second of all, you don't need to sleep anymore. You only need to rest for 4 hours a day, during which, like, you can pretty much do things like read and putter and build stuff. And then also, like, you gain resistance to necrotic damage and can cast Dimension Door leaping through the Shadow Plane. And yeah, also I can plane shift back and forth to the Shadowfell and back. But your eyes will, like, be turned black, which is going to give you disadvantage on social interactions with anybody that's not from the Shadowfell, but advantage on, like, social interactions with all those people. So yeah,
I mean, it's like one of the wilder
and it
magic
doesn't go
items
away
I've
until
ever.
you die.
Yeah, but you
well,
know.
then Lux was
But,
like, is the bond permanent? And it was like,
No, the bonding is not permanent. The bond is terminated upon organic user death.
Yeah.
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 So,
Do we get to find out what stuff we found?
no, I mean, you'll have to ask the professor about that.
Like the one time I didn't have identified too.
What
I
a
should've-
jerk.
Fun.
What a jerk.
Dude, terrible.
You found 3 ion stones and a magic ring gauntlet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
got a crude infinity gauntlet.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. This was really fun. Thank you, ladies, for like joining me tonight. I like love this game so much. I really do look forward to it every week. I was bummed that I was a little bit like under the weather last week, but I didn't want to like half-ass it, so it was better off well saved for an extra week. We'll be back next Tuesday, but we won't even talk about that now. For now, let me ask, what are you all doing in the world? Melissa, what do you got going on?
Yeah, I podcast over on Post Show Recaps for YA. We're doing the Divergent series right now. So we podcast earlier this week. We recorded the Allegiant podcast. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Melissa,
It's-
do you know what I did last night after I saw that you were podcasting about this? I may have gone and watched Divergent and was like, this is so bad. Like, I remember this series and it's so bad, and I'm going to watch all of it so I can
Yeah.
listen to your podcast.
I to be honest, like I read the books, I fell in love with the books. Like I had a
Yeah.
whole phase in junior year of high school where I was like I just head first. And then the movies came out. I watched the first one. I was like, I'm not watching another one of these movies.
Yeah.
No,
The thing is,
yeah,
they get worse.
they
Like,
get terrible.
markedly.
Like I didn't even. There were
markedly.
parts of the first one that I was like, okay, this is kind of fun, and then there were parts of the second one that I was like, okay, this is kind of fun. The problem is, preview for the podcast. There's a line in the book, so I can't even blame the movie for this, where she says, "It seems like there shouldn't be a single gene for cowardice or murder." But then again, I'm not a scientist, and to which my response is, I am, and I know that that's not how any of this works.
That's not how any of this works.
So,
Yeah, I was so bummed because I read into like the author like has this whole like mini book of like all of these songs that she had for like all these different moments like in the books, and like I was so like excited, and I was like everybody's like pretty boy, and I'm like, shut your mouth. It's not what this is about. It's not about beautiful people. This is about more than that.
Oh, the movie's
yeah.
definitely about beautiful people, unfortunately. Yeah, I remember watching it the first time and being like, okay, whatever. There were some cool moments, but like turning it on last night, that opening scene, I was like, I feel like the entirety of this story is based on the fact that somebody really wanted to use the words like erudite and
Yeah.
abnegation.
Absolutely.
Like they just like
Candor.
really needed a reason to say like candor way too many times. You know, there's like so much exposition in that first 5 minutes, and I'm like, wow. Yeah, it's wild. Anyway, I'm gonna be along for this journey, Melissa. I'm getting caught up on YA.
I appreciate it. It is hopefully still entertaining, despite the fact
It's-
that the movies are not.
It's delightful. The podcast is extraordinary.
I
Yes.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then, if you're listening to Philly Fam, you get the preview. We're doing Maze Runner next.
Oh.
So, just more post-apocalyptic YA, because that's,
That's
why
one
not?
of those series that I like probably should have been into but never got into. Like I
Yeah.
just know nothing about it. But like I feel like if I had gotten into it, like it would have been like a big thing.
Yeah, I remember watching Scorching Earth on a plane ride. I don't know if I ever watched the last one. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. So that's what I do. Patreon.com/post-show recaps. Come hang out with us in the Discord. Also today, I was on Sabotage the DM, episode 3 of Arcane Ward. So that's available over on their Twitch page. So that was, cute. And it's a very, like, dark and unhappy world. So it's not whimsical at all in any way. And then otherwise here playing Humble Year when we do that. So...
And I spelled it wrong again. I can't spell in the chat. I should use the Stream Elements links. I'm bad at the freaking command prompt, okay? I know. I'll get better at these things. Anyway.
I told everyone to watch Wheel of Time, though, and they were like, what do you have to plug? And I was like, well, you all know Rich. Rich is podcasting about Wheel of Time. That's really good. I'm not involved in that, but you should all go listen.
Oh, Melissa, you're my favorite. You're my hero. We love Sabotage the DM over here. They're very much like our sister stream. When they go live and I'm not here, you'll see them get auto-hosted. They're good people, and I can't wait to go back and check out Melissa Druiding this afternoon over there. Very cool. Taylor, I know you've been doing some things lately because I've been doing them with you. What do you want to hype up in the world?
Gosh, I haven't been doing it much on my own, but yeah, we've been doing some fun stuff together, talking about Wheel of Time.
Yes, we have.
Podcasting, book club, which is my favorite thing in the world. I'm blasting through book 6 right now, Wheel of Time, and we're talking the episodes. We're digging deep, and it's lovely. And yeah.
The VODs are up here for the book club. I'm doing the podcast about the Wheel of Time that's spoiler free for all new viewers who don't want any of the information with the books. And then we are doing the book club, which is the accompanying podcast for folks who've read the books or just don't care, don't plan to, and want all the spoilers, which is Melissa. So I've been doing that with Taryn Armstrong was here last week, but I also have assembled a crack panel of Taylor and our friend Tom Palmer and the BB president, Mr. Anonymous himself. And so the 3 of them will be back this Sunday right here on this Twitch channel. We'll be recording live. Podcast will be up on PSR next week. But keep an eye out for that. We haven't nailed down a time yet, but that'll be Sunday this week. PSR Book Club with the PSR Wheel of Time Book Council. We need a better name. We're going to have to workshop
Book
that,
Council is fun, though.
Yeah. Anyway, that's very cool. Grace, how about you? You're always got crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, so over on Post Show Recaps on Mondays, Josh and Jess and I cover the latest episode of Succession, Season 3, coming very rapidly to a close. Only 2 episodes left. I was not able to join them this week, but you should still go watch it. Go listen to the podcast. Also doing some movie coverage. So recently we had talked about Ghostbusters, The Afterlife, which was fun with Mike Bloom. This upcoming week we have a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to talk about King Richard, which is the Venus and Serena Williams, their dad story.
I heard it was extraordinary. I want to check it out.
I think it'll be nominated for Oscar. I think he will win I'm like putting my money down that Will Smith wins the Oscar next year for that performance. Wow. It was so good. We're also watching Tick Tick Boom with Fitzy. He's going to come on and join us. And another movie that I'm forgetting at the moment. House of Gucci. We're talking about House of
another
Gucci.
one.
Our boy
so
Ridley.
Bad.
Yeah, I'm really psyched you're having Fitzy on. I know he's loving Tick Tick Boom. Our boy Brendan Fitzpatrick out there doing the Movie Ladder podcast. He is the man. I'm excited for that. Very cool.
Also, podcast should drop this week. Into the Matrix, our Matrix preview hype pod for the new Matrix movie that's coming out. We're watching all 3 movies, and we watched the Animatrix this week. So I thought it was interesting. I'll not say necessarily my favorite thing I've ever watched, but interesting. I think that's a bit. Next Monday I will be on Tomorrow Survivor's airing, and on next Monday I will be on the Rob as a Podcast patron Q&A show with Rob. So if you are a Rob as a Podcast patron, check that out. That should be fun. Yeah,
that is actually very, very exciting. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be a good time. Very, very cool.
I think that's it. I do have one more thing. Sorry, I have one more thing. I launched a podcast for work. And it's called the Diabetes Canada Healthcare Huddle. It's for healthcare professionals. Very few people listening are probably healthcare professionals, but if you wanted to download it, subscribe to it so that it'd be good for my work. That would be great. So it's called Diabetes Canada Healthcare Huddle. You can find it on all major podcasts.
You should be able to
platforms.
link it in the
Amazing.
chat,
I just
Grace,
did.
if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want to.
there.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I will.
He in the
jump on it.
chat wrote the music for it. So.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Amazing.
Well, that's an excellent segue, because for those who have been hanging out here with the Philly fam at Twitch TV/DM Philly for this last year, you have to have heard us talking about Pia in the chat. He is the man. He's like maybe the #1 Philly fam fan. He is composed musicals, which are right here. Like, I'm lucky enough to get to share his work on this channel as though I had anything to do with it. But he and I are conspiring to find projects to work together on, and we are podcasting about Arcane, the new Netflix series about League of Legends, about a couple of characters from there. It's really good, you guys. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. That is behind a paywall on the patron feed of Post Show Recaps. So patreon.com/Post Show Recaps. Sign up at the $5 a month level. You get access to that podcast. But even more importantly, perhaps the Wheel of Time episode 4 ended last week. We have episode 5 coming on Friday. We got it every Friday from now until Christmas Eve. I am podcasting about it with the irreplaceable Josh Wigler. He has dubbed me his warder. I will take this title on. We have the book club with Taylor and a bunch of our other friends along the way. It's been an absolute delight. And for anybody who likes the stuff that I'm doing, probably you've heard me mention the Wheel of Time in these last couple of years, because I'm obsessed. I've been rereading it for like 20 months, and I love it. And now I get to talk about it every week. So it's been very, 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 very exciting. And yeah, that's about it. I'll be with Sabotage in a couple of weeks here. When
Isn't
am I
it
going?
next week? I think it's
Yeah,
next week.
I'm losing days. It is. It's going to be a week from yesterday. On Tuesday, the 7th, I'm going to be over on Sabotage the DM. Before we are here for Dragonfly that night, I will be with them during the day.
You're
where I'm
basically
gonna
going to
be
do what I
playing-
did today.
Exactly. D&D all day. That's a great day, Melissa.
Yeah.
Where I'll be playing Sir Pinch Poppy Bloom, the badass Hexblade, Paladin, Fairy, Monster, who has no spells left because I thought I was playing a one-shot, and then a freaking wizard on the back of a dragon showed up. So good luck. Welcome to my penance for making Aiden play 3 sessions in a row with no spell memorizations. Anyway.
Can we get a reminder of what that voice sounds like?
Wait, which voice?
Pinch Poppy Bloom?
Oh my God, what does it sound like? I have to go back and listen to the VODs. I don't remember. It's been a long time. But it's something like this.
Yeah.
Death to my foes. Woe to mine enemies. I am Sir Pinch Bobby Blue, Warden of the Green, and you will fear me.
Yeah, something like that.
So I think there's definitely going to be a future NPC branch deal where we have him and Pimpkin Cloverleaf.
Oh my God, please,
My goodness.
please. Okay, that's it. That's all I got to say to you lovely people today. Everybody who came into the channel has been hanging out, followed me and subbed and all that stuff. Thank you very much. This is how I pay my bills. It makes all the difference in my life. So thank you for hanging out. Love you guys, Philly fam. I'm going to try to raid somebody. Let's see how it goes. We're going to go raid Weave the Tail. Okay, we're ready to raid in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, we're getting close. We're ready to raid. Raid now. We're in. That's it.
There you go.
Cool.
We